Everybody, welcome to another riveting session of Candlekeep Mysteries. Last time on Candlekeep Mysteries, you all mingled about the tavern of Candlekeep. Nice. Mingled around the cavern of Candlekeep, and upon doing so, found yourself able to meet up and get some questions answered about the nature about some of the rooms about the area. For example, you discovered that every single building is way larger on the inside than it is on the outside. Additionally, Tony tried to go and find himself a collegiate education and is in the process of enrolling in college. Congratulations to them for achieving higher education aspirations. You then entered to the library and found yourselves gravitating towards certain directions in the library. One of those directions had you finding yourself at the at a book called The Maroon Ship. And upon entering into the ship, you found yourself on a ship that was not in fact the color maroon. However, shortly afterward it was attacked by a Kraken, and after being hit by it and sunk down into the waves, the Kraken nearly got a finishing blow on everybody. But then, mysteriously, something has happened that is unclear, as the Kraken's dead body, it lies near you on this beach, on this island. Shortly after, some Sahuagin appeared from the depths and making menacing sounds at you in languages none of you can comprehend. Appeared where you defeated them and now have one of them bound up in ropes as it continues to yell Sahuaginese slurs at you.
Yeah,
You put more in the chat. Nice. Okay.
right. So as it's I guess still shouting at us and hold on. I was trying to find a nice icon for my gosh dang pistol, and I think I finally found one. Okay. Anyways, as we still have this bound Sahuagin, and Aerith now decides to show up all of a sudden. It's good to see that you have arrived. I don't know how you managed to avoid the Kraken. By any chance, do you have anything for this fella, or we're just gonna leave him here?
Where are we exactly?
Yes, I
It
suppose we should.
appears similar to the extra-dimensional spaces before when we opened this book. The shoot, what's it called? Hold on. Notes. One sec. The Maroon Ship. We were transported into the story itself, which is about Captain Tortuga. And we are now, according to Jacob's lead, even though he is not here right now, we are trying to find Captain Tortuga and his treasure. You missed the Kraken. It was very distressful. We might have nightmares about it later, but now we have this fellow. I don't know what to call Sahuagin, who
Prisoner
continues to
will
yell
work
at
just
us.
fine.
Well, prisoner. So yes, good to see you, Alice. We are glad you are here. Welcome to the beach.
Right. So I was chilling at the bar at the tavern, really, and now I'm here.
Just for clarification, even though, the way that we handle people being missing is simply that they have been here the whole time, but also not, for all relevant intents and purposes. Aerith has always been here. Your character, they've been here the whole time. We don't think about it. We don't think about the implications. It just works.
All right.
No,
Yeah, it's
fuck
fine
you.
with me.
I was chilling in the bar. When suddenly I just appeared here. So,
Alright.
okay, no, right. So I was here the whole time. Right.
Do you happen to understand Sahuaginese, or I suppose we must figure out what we wish to do next?
Wait,
What do
has
I
Maiev,
understand?
has Maiev been speaking to the prisoner this entire time?
Bark.
Woof, bark.
Bork, yes. Aqua, do I understand anything about the Sahagin?
Do you
Do I
speak
know
Sahagin?
anything? No.
You cannot speak Sahagin. You cannot understand the Sahagin that they are speaking. For the Sahagin speak Sahagin.
Right.
Can I just
So-
find something to make a makeshift gag for this thing? Getting real tired of it yelling at us.
I think we could just leave it here. It's not going to pose of any danger. However, maybe we should consider our current surroundings. What can I see in like impossible directions? Like, how deep does this island look like it goes?
It's hard to tell from your current position how far it goes. Especially because you are not proficient in things of the natural variety. It is a beach, and it goes around a corner at a certain point and in both directions, but you can make no concrete idea of how large this island is from your position.
All right, and then the second thing is, I'm gonna have a look at the inside of the beast. Actually, what I want to try having a look see if maybe I can just walk around this massive kraken in itself. I'm gonna look for any exterior wounds that was inflicted on it besides the one that we did.
Do you have survival?
Survival. Let me have a
Silly
look.
question. I may have accidentally clicked
I
the thing
know.
that led to the next space, and now my token's gone. And how do I bring my token back here, even though I'm back on the map?
You could just drag it out from, like in Roll20, you just drag it out.
From where?
From your actors page, which is where your character sheet is open from.
Oh, beautiful. I was trying to drag the wrong thing. Oh, there we go. All right.
I don't have survival proficiency, but I'm
All
just
right.
looking for any exterior wounds, to be honest.
Okay. In order then, Nona, you silence the creature using the thick ropes that Maiev had brought over to you. It is now gagged, and it's using its sharp teeth to try to grind away at it, but kind of stops after a little while.
As long as it sets the thing up.
Phoenix, you're looking for any exterior wounds, but this thing is huge. It's going to take you a while to inspect every part of it. At a glance, though, as you spend a few minutes kind of walking around it, you don't notice any very obvious altercations that like deep gashes of the sort that you might have expected, like if it had gotten bitten by something, for example. Or at least you don't think you do. None of them. I mean, you're not familiar with sea creatures, but you're pretty sure that any of these marks on it were from smaller things, and it's certainly nothing like its intestines blown out or anything.
Yeah, so I'm gonna get back to the group. It's like, from what I could see, I don't see any other exterior damage, or at least nothing concrete that other than the fact that we damaged it. Maybe
Cholesterol too
what
high,
may
it had a heart attack.
That is actually was one of the things I was pondering. As he points to the interior of the mouth, this thing is massive enough, maybe worth investigating what actually killed it.
Considering that our only other options are to perhaps explore the island, I concur.
Then away, as a Phoenix
Worth shot. What about
starts approaching
this here
the
thing?
mouth.
I'm just gonna point at the Sahwagan.
Leave the
What are we
criminal
planning on
there.
doing?
He'll be fine.
Yeah? Alright. Whatever you say.
It gets dark as you get further and further into the beast's mouth.
I would like to light a torch.
Phoenix is gonna go ahead and cast light.
Oh, that works too.
Before leaving, Maiev is gonna hog tie the prisoner, despite
it's
being
already
already
light.
shackled.
I'm trying to move, but my token is stuck.
I know,
Oh,
I keep
shoot.
clicking.
Gonna be shackled, gagged, and tied up.
I can't clip my token out. Can you move my token?
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, hold on. You moving? Okay, thank you.
I should have dark vision.
Okay, hold on. Let me set up my light. So it's a 2020.
You may need to update that your prototype token, Ash, so that way it gives you some dark vision by default.
Prototype
Oh, the
token,
prototype
what's
token. Let's see. Prototype token. Light.
Where is my prototype token again?
I now have.
It
60...
did the health issue thing again. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
if you could fix it for me, I guess.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah. Hold on.
There, I believe that should fix it for you, Phoenix.
It did. Thank you.
Token. Where's my? Which is the prototype token? Sorry, I always get confused.
On your character sheet, at the top, there's
Yep, token.
make sure it says prototype token, so you want to open from your sheet directly. As in, don't double click on your token to open it. Go to your actual character sheet under the actors tab and open the token from there.
Yeah,
No.
well, that was weird. It didn't say prototype token before. Okay. Anyway, all right. Let's see.
Yeah.
Vision.
And that prototype token means that every time you drag out from the character sheet, it will, well, do that.
So I should have dark vision now. Is it just this little circle that we can see at the moment?
That's the light that Phoenix is outputting. If you want to have dark vision, you'll have to update
no,
your
I
prototype
went over
token
that
of it also.
All right.
I
let's see.
did, but it didn't seem to work for some reason.
Yeah, same. And now I'm stuck back on the cave icon. Sorry.
Okay, hold on. I believe I know how to. I think I understand why it's doing that for the cave icon. It's because I made the
It's the vision range. Okay, I see.
I did that, but it didn't work for me. Let me try again.
Let me see if decreasing the size of that will make it a little easier for you to quick your tokens. Yeah, you should be able to quick your tokens even if it's underneath now, because I decreased the size of the what's called a stairway. It's like a teleporter. I decreased the size of the teleporter.
Okay.
Cool.
Thanks. All right. I have not. Have you gotten dark vision to work, Liam?
No.
Neither have I. All right.
Okay, let me go ahead and do it on your prototypes then. How much dark vision do you have, Ash?
60 feet.
Same
60
thing.
feet. Dark vision. Okay, and be sure you actually drag out a new token afterward, because it has to update.
Oh,
you
drag
gotta do
out
what?
of the token. Okay, maybe that's why.
Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't retroactively update existing tokens.
Okay, that would be why.
Okay, so I have to drag out.
Oh, there we go.
Show that
Yep.
it's dark vision, and then update it.
So update yourself with dark vision on your actual prototype token, and then drag out a new token from your character sheet.
Oh, that's pretty
okay.
cool. When you select it as dark vision, it makes it black and white, like the way it should. That's pretty
Yeah.
sweet.
That's kind of nice. And then where
Yeah.
light is, it's kind of colorful.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Alright.
I got that dark vision now.
How?
Enemy spotted.
I say we.
Maya,
Maya,
do you have dark vision?
I do.
Okay. Alright, I'm just going to update it so that way it says dark. Oh, you already did. You just haven't dragged out a new token. Give me a second.
Oh, well,
Oh.
that looks like something.
There we go.
There's two Mayas. Okay.
I put my goggles down as you hear like the fucking the night goggle sound effect.
Oh, you did establish a vision range on your dark vision. What's your dark vision range, Maya?
60.
Okay. There. This one should finally do it.
There we go.
There's some whale bones in here. I recognize those.
This
You-
appears to be some
Oh.
sort.
Maya, unless you're able to somehow float on top of this water, these juices of the acidic variety look very, very deadly still. You're quite certain that if you tried simply walking on top of them, it wouldn't be you'd fall inside and it wouldn't be a good time. They still bubble with some warm intensity, though. It is hard to tell if it's dimming anytime soon.
Yeah.
Arif,
Jump
you're
on the
still on the way,
bones.
right? Let me
Let's
get Arif over here.
looking around. There seems to be some pathways that we can walk up to the north and to the south.
Along
Alright,
the edges,
one thing
yes.
first. Arif, do you have dark vision as well? I'll update your token.
I have, but I'm still outside. I just wanted to change the window so I could see what everyone else is doing.
Oh, okay.
Keeping watch, I guess.
No,
I'll at least-
but I
I'll just
will
wait your-
explain later.
I'll just place your token there, just so that way you can see what everybody's doing. I'll also update you with dark vision. How much dark vision do you have?
60.
60? Okay. We'll note that you're not actually here, you're just watching. Okay.
Yep.
Update. Yeah, this token should work. Okay. Yes, so up here, some of it illuminated this acidic digestive juice is certainly still ongoing. You see whale bones and perhaps the mass of some other ship, though you don't recall your ship getting eaten. This must be some other one. You can't see much further about how far this stomach actually goes, but at the moment, you don't have a way of being able to walk on this acidic juice unless you were to try and shimmy across the wall.
Do
To
you
try
think?
the. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I apologize, Alan. I didn't mean to interrupt, but I know that you are an excellent craftsman. Do you think of some of the parts back outside, you can create a makeshift boat we can use to sail on this?
Not unless I have materials that can somehow resist the was it also word like acidity?
Digestive juices would probably be most accurate.
Plastic?
Yes.
Does it
Highly
look
acidic.
like other ship parts are already here though?
And disintegrating, possibly.
It would not be very structurally sound, I can assure you that much. And also, I will also say that raft building is not my field of expertise.
Then I would say the only real way to progress further would probably be to shimmy across these walls. Tread carefully. Don't want to
Shall
fall in there.
we go in one line, or does it make sense to split efforts, one on the top side and one along the bottom route?
Perhaps sticking together might be better. If something were to happen, more people will be able to assist.
I agree.
This is a good point.
Don't split the party.
All right, so I guess Phoenix is gonna maybe start trying to move down south along the
Alright.
wall.
Do you have acrobatics proficiency?
I do not.
It's going to be a bit tough to try and get across this wall without falling in. So you're going to do your damnedest though.
Okay. Let's see. Hold up. Let me just check if I have anything for this.
Should we try a rope, maybe?
I
Yeah,
have rope and a piton, if that will work in this stomach lining at all, but I do have rope.
Perhaps we
I
send
have
the most
acrobatics.
acrobatic individual up forward, and they create the method for us to cross.
I do have 10 pythons on me.
If Maiev, if you can lead us through.
Alan's also gonna test out hammering a python into like the stomach wall lining and see what happens. See if it sticks.
All right, you go ahead and give it a good go. You are also athletic enough to get a good strike in with presumably some kind of metal tool at your disposal, perhaps like a hammer of the sort.
I have a hammer, yeah.
Yeah, you have the athletics to get it in without too much issue, as it kind of gets in with a nice, satisfying splork.
Okay.
Or-
Does it appear to be
Does it
appear to be structurally sound?
These pythons are long enough that yes, unless there was too much weight placed on it, which you think should be fine because you can always double secure them. It looks like it should be stable enough to hold up somebody.
Okay, I'll be doing that while like, unless like if Maya wants to go forward or if she wants to wait for me to like do my experiment.
I will offer you my pythons and my 50 feet of hemp rope as well.
Excellent. I'm grateful.
I would prefer that none of us fall into these digestive juices.
Yes, it would not be pleasant.
A hand? Looks like some people already have. Okay, yeah. Maiev will shimmy along the walls, mounting pythons as needed. And then
Alright.
I want to follow.
Do you have you have acrobatics? Do you shimming across the wall is kind of a two-handed thing. To input the pythons at the same time is going to be a little bit tricky without athletics, but without risking losing a little bit of your footing. But you think you have a good chance of being able to do it anyway. Would you still like to attempt it?
I'll give it a go.
Okay.
Oh,
So
boy.
you go ahead and shimmy along the wall, perhaps about 10 feet, and get your first try at this. You shimmy just fine due to your acrobatic proficiency, and attempt to get that python in without losing your footing. Make an athletics check.
Athletic. Oh, that's no good. That's not
no.
good.
Yeah.
Good try, good
You
try.
go. You go ahead and you turn around and try holding onto the wall with one hand as you try also at the same time to dexterously input this python into the wall, and as you smack the python in, you lose your balance somewhat and tiptoe somewhat into the acid, taking a little bit of acid damage as it grazes onto your foot.
Oof. There has to be a better way to do this.
Well, one python's in though.
That shit hurted.
Let's
Could
see.
you
I'm just gonna-
please come over here? I can perhaps give you some of your health back. Let's see.
Does anyone else have acrobatics?
Hmm?
Is it just me?
I don't have acrobatics. I'm sorry.
I'm not the
Here,
most.
you
Sorry.
get 3 healing.
I'm not the most acrobatic, but I can maybe attempt to at least try to at least hold on and maybe there's something in my inventory that can help. Crowbar.
Cure wounds.
People, even if I'm not there, what about the remnants of the whales and everything else? They could be just floating right there. You could at least skip on them, on those remnants.
You look about, Maev, to see if there's anything along those lines. It looks like this part of the whale is above the surface, while the rest of it is submerged. It's unclear how much weight it can bear.
I can
Kinda-
give it another go.
Could I make a check to see if I can find out like maybe exactly like how much weight it looks like the whale bones could support? Just like eyeball it, maybe make an educated guess.
I'm just checking your proficiencies.
There's a lot on there.
Yeah, there is. You're more familiar with living creatures than dead ones. You think you would have needed like medicine to be able to tell, along with nature.
That's true. Here, Maev, considering that you've already taken some damage, I'm not the most dexterous, but at the very least I could take it slow and try to get a python in. Just so that
Hi,
you
Maev.
don't need to put yourself in
Yeah.
harm's way.
Give it a
Maev,
whirl.
did you also heal with the 7 from Cure Wounds?
Yeah, I did. Well,
Okay.
I healed 3.
Alan's gonna hold along the rope here.
Alright, that rope easily supports you and make sure, and presumably there's a python at the beginning right here too, where you can
Yeah, right
easily
there.
insert it.
Wait,
Yeah,
was
yeah,
it
yeah.
7 or 3? Why did I double roll? Maybe it was 7. Interesting. Why did it
Okay.
do that?
So now
Sorry,
I'm
you
gonna
didn't
go-
get 3 to begin with. I think you got 7. Ignore the 3 that when I double rolled that.
Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and 5. How far can I travel before I need to put in a python?
You could probably should be about 15 feet before you have to make the acrobatics check to see if you maintain your footing against this wall, and then you have athletics, so you'll be able to get the python in as long as you can get your balance properly.
That's the reverse of my Ev.
Okay, so I'm gonna give it a shot. I'm gonna make it, or try to make it at least. Plus my acrobatics isn't terrible, so should I just go ahead and make an acrobatics check?
Yes, to see if you can maintain your footing while shimmying along the digestive, slippery wall here.
Okay, here goes nothing.
All right,
Hey.
it's a little slippery, but seeing Maev do it helps you get a bit of confidence, and with ease, you go ahead and smack this python into the wall.
Ting ting. Okay. I'm feeling pretty confident. I'm gonna go again. 5, or if I go there, will I be in juice?
Yeah, that'd be somewhat the juice, as it were. But every time you can go 15 feet before you have to make another check.
5, 10, 15. Another check. Here we go. I agree. Hey!
All right, you're holding.
Nice,
There
nice.
you go.
Oh, this wall is this belly is large though.
Is there anything that I can see that looks like noteworthy, or is this just maybe a bust?
Over here, you believe you see what looks like a wooden piece of of a ship's mast floating above the surface.
So, All right. See a mast. Okay, so I guess fucking nothing venture, nothing gained. Let's go.
All right, another 15 feet.
Okay, so 5, or is that juice? No, it's fine, right?
That's fine. That's fine.
5. 10, can I go this way?
Yeah.
15 acrobatics.
All right, you insert the python as you try and go and maintain. You almost slipped. You almost slipped.
No,
But...
shit.
You're keeping.
Okay.
Phoenix is gonna shout from this side of the belly. Has there been any progress thus far?
Alan's just in the distance. Or actually, let me get away from my mic so I can do this dramatically. This is very difficult!
Maev, Ash, as you climb along the rope, the pythons in the belly of the beast hold firm, and you don't need to make any checks to keep balance along this wall.
Oh, that's so good. Cause I don't think I was gonna be able to do this.
Yeah, there was no way I was going to.
I don't know how I just... Ah, man, I'm like really grateful for like that +3 that I've gotten to this from... What feat was it that gave me this? I think it was Skilled.
I was actually gonna take skilled next.
Yeah,
Nice.
Skilled gave me a +3 on all my ability checks.
Whew.
Here it is, my skill monkey. Skill monkey. Okay.
Skill
so
monkey
wait,
skills activate.
All right, so I put the python in here, so let's go 5, 10, 15. Okay, this one looks like it's a little more secure, so let's give this a shot. I'm feeling comfy about this one. Oh, never mind.
Oh no!
As you go ahead and attempt to place the python in this time, you do fall somewhat, slipping with one of your legs into the acid, taking 3 damage.
Ow. That's okay. Guess that's gonna put me at...
It's very potent juice. Ouch.
Very spicy juice.
Okay, well, I mean, am I still able to put the python in, or do I just slip a little?
Yes, you place it in.
Okay, thank God I have a lot of HP.
I know. I was like, oh, you don't need healing.
Yeah, I'll be fine. I think I can afford a few fuck ups. Okay, so let's see here. 5, 10. Oh wait, hang on. Actually, that's probably I can probably go 5, 10, 15. Acrobatics. Ooh.
Oh,
Whoa,
Is that-
whoa, Maev, you barely just catch them on the arm as they're about to fall in again.
Oh, thank you, Maev.
The DC for this check is indeed 10.
Oh my God. Okay, so I see the mast of a ship right now. How many pythons are we at right now? I have 10 on me.
Well, I gave you another 10.
Okay,
Yeah,
fuck
you
yeah,
shouldn't
we're
have.
good.
You shouldn't be at a loss for them. You have plenty by the seams of it,
Okay.
and you
I
can just
gave
keep
you
going
another
15
10,
feet,
so 15.
and then
5.
try for the DC 10.
10, 15. Let's go. Yeah!
there you
Easy.
go. We love to see it.
This is so exciting.
We're just like your freaking like emotional support crew here.
Y'all here just like, go, white boy, go!
You think you see something at the corner of your eye over there that looks interesting?
I think I see something in the corner of my eye that looks interesting. Okay. Let's go. 5, 10, 15. Acrobatics. Ooh.
There you go. Let's go.
You can see there on the other side of where the mast is a floating treasure chest, just on top of some kind of tumorous blob inside of the stomach that's helping that keeps it at the top of the surface. A little bit more to the right and
I see a
more
figurehead.
intact row ship. And yes, you also see a figurehead that is currently being digested.
Oh, a bro ship. That actually could be useful, potentially.
Yeah, but the treasure chest, interesting.
5, 10. Yeah, Alan will read that, by the way. I see a treasure chest in the acid.
Hmm.
15.
Perfect, of course.
Acrobatics.
I certainly hope that's not Captain Tortuga's treasure.
Man, I'm good.
How acrobatic of you.
5, 10, 15. Hey! Oh, God. I'm so cool in front of my companions right now.
You're like, yeah.
Not the Ezra syndrome.
15. Okay, and another Python here, and I think we'll be in good shape, potentially.
Yes.
Oh no!
You just had to open your
You
mouth.
had to say you were being so cool in front of your friends.
You take a full body splash into the acid.
Oh.
Ah! Owie! My bones! Okay,
You're being digested.
Alright, hang on here. I need to find out how to like do like the thing. So when I like go to like subtract my HP, where can I put like the -12? Is it like I
you-
see it.
Little bar.
Okay, so
Yeah,
that's
there's-
gonna be
There's basically two options. You can do -12
Okay,
like on
I
your
see.
token directly, or the little floating box. You can just type 12. That works too.
okay. and I'm
It's a
just gonna
module.
go- Ow!
Your pee begins to dissolve.
Sizzle a little bit, yeah.
Hmm.
Ow, ow, ow. Okay, but at least the rest of the way should be safe.
Alright. I think we can all make it over. Alright. I'm going to approach Alan and be like, this is not ideal, but you are not doing very well at all. So take some of this then. Let me see. I'm going to, well, I don't know how to do this because it's not a roll. Wait one sec.
Natural one. It had to be
So
a natural one.
I'm gonna use Vitality Shift, which I don't actually roll for. So you're going to get. I'll give you 5 of my HP.
Oh, it's
So
So
very
you
nice.
take 5, and then I lose 5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Thank you, Ash. I'm very grateful.
You have done quite excellent.
Please do not, anyone, fall into the acid anymore. I do not have much left to give in terms of healing.
Oh, but in other news, though, what this boat is interesting. It catches my eye.
Yeah, looking over here, Ash, you look over to the right, and you're pretty sure this leads down the sphincter, as it were.
The old poop chute.
To the intestinal tract, yes, we are likely to experience very smelly things down there, I would presume.
Over here, this boat has mostly gotten digested, but it does float, and the wood's good. At the top part, at least, that adds in. So it got in a nice dip into the juice for a while.
Sorry, could you repeat that?
A boat.
The top part of this ship looks like you can easily stand on it because it hasn't gotten dipped into the juice for a while.
Can we try to like maybe pull it out and see what we can salvage from this? Because I do have mending.
Oh, that might be useful here.
Actually, yeah, I have proficiency in athletics, so I could try to like pull it out, but somebody might need to help me. As Alan will say in character.
Phoenix is not very strong. He'd offer, but he's not strong enough. He's not capable of it.
Alan in character, you'll say. Potentially, I could try to make something from this rowboat. Making a raft is one thing, but this boat's already been made. I can try to repair it. Can somebody give me a hand and pull this out of the stomach juice?
Alright, worth a try. I'll help out.
All right, Alan and Nona, you both are pretty strong collectively. You probably don't need this athletics check, but let's see it anyway. Both of you make your athletics check.
I dive face first into the juice again.
You must do this to me.
Oh, let's go!
Let's
hot damn. There we go.
All right, strong and strong. You bring it all out, the entire vessel here, half of which is a little bit rotten, but does look amendable with the spell.
Nice, let's go. All right. Alan will inspect the integrity of the rowboat and then conclude, yes, I should be able to repair this.
It's still missing the back half, but at least the front half would, it's got the front half there, which is nice. Or front 60%.
I could repair most of it.
Let's go. That's what we like to see.
Alright, so Alan will cast Mending for however long that'll take. Each time he casts Mending, it'll be like a minute, so it'll probably take a little bit.
Yeah. During this about like 10 minutes that they're doing some mending, what is the rest of you doing?
Let's see. Phoenix will go as far into the sphincter, as you call it, as he can, just to explore. But he doesn't go too far that he can't see his allies with the light, so basically not very far.
Yes. You don't have to go too far either before it's very clear that this Kraken had eaten well beforehand.
Oh, here's an idea. Hey, Aqua. How well does my it's a key mine now that works with sound? It doesn't work like echolocation, right?
What
Like at least as the sound the part of my keen mind where it says you can pinpoint the exact distance and direction of sounds you hear. It doesn't work like echolocation, right?
No, it is not like echolocation.
So I can't unless something originated from the end of it.
Right, you wouldn't unless it was like a really loud sounder, like you would know exactly how far it is, but no, it's not like echolocation, like a blind sense of the sort.
Oh no, I'm not trying to find stuff. I'm just trying to graphically, I guess, get a picture of the area.
Oh
But-
no, you would not be able to with that, no.
Okay. No matter how loud I got, correct?
Right.
I bring it up because I was considering using that.
Thaumaturgy. I think I've read about people who are blind who actually are able to make like clicks with their mouth and then they can echolocate that way. It's actually really
Yeah.
cool.
No,
I thought you
it's
were-
funny, Phoenix, because I was looking at thaumaturgy too, as well as I was like, can anything help here? Or
Yeah, I saw thaumaturgy and I was just thinking to myself, I wonder if I were to just like boom my voice, could I echolocate everything, or at least echolocate at least the end of the sphincter?
I was see, that wasn't even my train of thought. I thought you were just gonna go into like the back and then just make like a fart reverb sound.
Two kinds of people in this world.
The duality
Just
of man.
imagine. Just imagine. You try to echolocate and then you hear, "Hello."
Oh no! Something responds back.
Oh no.
All right, I guess I don't think any of us have anything else to do right now in that 10 minutes.
I'm just
Alright.
throwing stuff in the lake. Or the stomach, gastric acid.
May as well be a lake.
Yeah.
Wait. How long did you say it'll take? 10 minutes or 1 minute?
Like 10 minutes.
About 10 minutes. It's 1 minute per mending. About 10 mending should do the trick to get this 60% front half in. I wouldn't say
how does,
serviceable
how do
condition because it's
rituals
still
work?
missing the back.
How do rituals work again?
10 minutes, no cast required. Like no
You know what?
spell slot, sorry.
Sure, why not? During that time, I'm gonna be concentrating on L.
Ooh.
It created a nice aura around me. That's kind of crazy.
Yeah. Although, actually, it seems like I have created it on your origin point. Which is... Huh.
Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
Sure. That being said, I mean, you could always just create your own auras. We have a module for that now that creates auras. That's nice.
All right. I think you can delete that one then. Let me see if I can create it then. Where's the aura one?
It should be on, like if you, like your token, like if you're doing lighting, there's a new button next to resources that says auras.
Oh, auras. Yeah, I see it.
You put the little cowboy emoji on my video, by the way.
Yeah, I did.
All right, and then show aura to everyone. Distance is what, 30 feet?
Yes.
Oh god, it's too bright. Okay, hold up.
Thankfully, it was only visible to you at the time.
Yeah. How's that?
Oh.
And you can decrease the opacity if you think it's a little bit too, not subtle enough.
Yeah, I'll probably do that. Either way,
Yes.
that's what I'm doing.
Right. In the vicinity, you do not notice any magic, however, not within 30 feet of yourself.
Well, I mean, I'm just gonna have it up. I think it lasts like what, 10 minutes?
Yeah, it lasts for a while. Yeah, that's more subtle. All right, 10 minutes passes by, and front 60% of this rowboat is in condition. You're not sure what you can do with 60% of a rowboat, but you have one.
You have one.
Is it seaworthy?
If you were good enough, you think and you were the only passenger,
Oh.
you think you can make this work.
This is only good enough for one person, I'm afraid.
Well, I suppose it begs the question, can one person take that out and by themselves lift that chest, and will having the treasure chest in the boat compromise its suitability to stay afloat?
If strength is what we are talking about, I vote for Nona.
Let's see, what would be the most logical way to go about this? We have the Pythons down in the south part. If only we had taken the north route instead, but that could have potentially been longer.
Hold on.
So wait, we know the boat to be seaworthy for at least one person.
Yeah, but we also don't know how much that treasure chest weighs, which could also hurt the integrity of it.
Where is the treasure chest currently? I can't see because of my
It is
Right over
yeah,
here,
right
where
there.
I'm pinging right now. I don't know if you can see my ping.
Okay, yeah, I see it. I can't see that far, but let me see. If you don't mind, maybe perhaps I could have a look around. I am quite confident in my eyes, at least.
By all means, if you're okay seeing in this darkness.
Phoenix is like, well, I can barely see, but maybe,
actually-
maybe with my detect magic up, maybe I can
Oh.
find something useful.
On second thought, here, I have a solution for this. Since Alan used one of his artificer infusions for goggles of night, he's just gonna go ahead and hand him to Phoenix.
He's just gonna like raise his hand like a stop. He says, "No, an emissary of justice doesn't view things in darkness."
It's goggles to help you see at night.
I have a question really quickly, DM question. So the treasure chest, does it appear to be floating?
No, it is sitting on top of some kind of tumor.
Okay, never mind then.
All right. Well, if it seems that it's possible to at least get a little bit on sea, do I need any checks to maintain or move this boat?
You do not have ship vehicle proficiency, so yes, this would be a. Let me try to think about what kind of check that would be.
For moving? Wouldn't it be athletics?
Yeah, athletics is probably the closest thing.
That's the one thing I don't want to do because I have no athletic proficiency, or I straight to Scarbo.
Oh, I think I actually have an idea. We have enough hemp and rope, correct?
We got a good amount.
I have one as well.
Well, what can happen is we can push the boat out, and somebody who is proficient enough can try to nail the python into the top of the chest, and once they return, we could attempt to pull it over to where the rest of us are.
That is a nice possibility, but I think the main concern is pulling it directly over the acid. Unless we're confident that the rope will not melt in this acid. Actually, that's something we could try testing right now.
What if, perhaps, instead of trying to dislodge the chest itself, whoever goes over there, or I can try to get closer as long as it is not horribly locked, we can open it and take out whatever is inside.
There's a possibility.
Yes.
Oh,
The contents.
and I do have a bag on me that will make the weight irrelevant, as Alan will go ahead and hold up his bag of holding.
Perfect. If the
excellent.
if the contents can be placed in that bag, I think that'll be better.
Let us see first. I would like to, because I should be about 30 feet away. Yes, okay. I would like to cast Mage Hand, and see if I can open it at all, or if it's locked.
Jiggle, jiggle. It is locked.
It folds.
Of course it'd be locked. Wait, do we have anyone with tool proficiency?
That's what I was about to ask.
I raise my hand.
Oh no! Are we really gonna send Alan out there again?
Here,
Can
hang on. Oh, what's up?
Can we try just lassoing it and dragging it in?
That's what I was trying to think, but like we nail the python on so it's a little more secure.
I think the bigger concern is that is pulling it out of once it gets into the acid.
It'll be fine.
Correct. I believe the concern is that it could dissolve, and well, there go our efforts.
One other thing that you may want to consider, Maev, is that the chest is essentially on top of a big tumor like this. Should you pull it off, it will likely fall into the acid.
Oh yeah, that's very fair actually.
If it's made out of the same wood as the other stuff, it might be alright.
I'd rather not take. Well, I mean, the rope it also will fall in the acid.
And once the rope gives out, then there's no chance for us to get that chest unless we actually wait for the stomach acid to subside, but there's no telling how long that could be. Considering the creature is very recently dead, I don't know, I'm not proficient in these kinds of things.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
How long does castration last after death?
Well, it's acid. It is not going to go anywhere unless something neutralizes it, or until, frankly, the entire stomach lining falls apart and it neutralizes by eating away the flesh. So, the answer is quite longer than I think we are willing to wait here.
We're gonna need a lot of Tums for this dude.
Unfortunately, I think as he turns to you, Alan, you are once again the most suitable for this adventure towards that chest.
God damn it! All right.
Well, before you go, there is one option. I
have another spell slot, and I can heal myself.
What I can do for you though this time around is he's gonna go ahead and drop concentration on his display
magic.
Yeah, I'm trying to remove it, but I guess I have to do it in the actual page. Ugh. That's a toggle. No, hold on. All right, ended concentration. And what I'm going to do for you is once you're good and ready, I'm gonna give you a bless.
Oh, excellent. That actually sounds... Yeah, that'd actually be a huge help, thank you. Alan's gonna go ahead and cast Cure Wounds on himself, because I don't want to take an acid, bath.
Yeah, since this one only lasts a minute, I'll actually hold the bless until once you're good and ready.
Okay. Healing. Let's go, please. Okay, that's pretty good.
Yeah, 10. It's actually kind of gnarly. that almost tops you off.
Plus 10. Okay, alright, I'm feeling a little bit better. Okay. So,
Yep.
yeah, Alan will make the solemn trek onto the boat. See the Titanic theme he gets playing.
Oh my god, the recorder Titanic song.
Oh no.
I made it, so I gotta write it.
Don't forget to get the to put on the bless effect on you.
Oh yeah, the bless effect. Let's see. How do we? Okay, so we go to effects. Which one was bless? It's paralyzed. Oh, here it is. This one.
There you go.
Okay.
There's a better one. Hold on. From the convenient effects module, because it'll actually add the bonuses automatically, which is nice. There we go.
Oh, okay, sweet. Oh, actually, do I have anything that I can use to row this boat? I think so, actually.
Remember, you only got a minute with the bless, so whenever you're ready.
Yeah, so I healed myself. Don't. We're just gonna say, yeah, you didn't cast bless yet.
Yeah.
I don't have
Hey,
anything that could work as an ore.
Yeah, that would actually be the more significant issue. Is no ore.
Does somebody want to go back out of the Kraken and find an ore?
I think. Hold up. Wasn't there let me see. I'm gonna quickly look through the rest of this Python area. Was there any sort of
more on the beach?
I mean, surely there's a stick, right? We just need something to be able to row with.
But it may not be structurally sound, is the thing, because everything in here is dissolving.
What about the ore that's currently dissolving at the bottom of the stomach? Could we use Mage Hand to pull that up, and then you can just find something to dry it off?
I could use mending on it, considering that.
All right.
If
it works on the boat.
If it's not completely fucked, that is.
Okay, let me try using Mage Hand, and to pull
Alright.
up a somewhat dissolving ore.
Up it goes. The ore has been lifted out.
I'm going to put it on the ground.
Does anybody have prestidigitation? Get the stomach juice off it.
Yes, I do. I'm going to use that as well. I shall. Let me see. Let us see if we cannot.
Utility mages.
I try. Let's see.
I'm literally a utility mage at being an artificer.
I'm a utility cleric.
That's weird. Well, I have it. It's just not letting me select it. That's odd. Oh, there we go.
Oh,
Okay.
there it is. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and
It's power washed.
All right. So how is the ore looking? Is it mostly dissolved? Is it mostly intact? I'm guessing by the picture, it's not completely fucked.
It definitely could be better, but it's all serviceable even without any further mending, simply because only the outer layer is dissolved, and so it'll be sturdy enough to do the jump.
I'm gonna cast mending on it. I'm casting mending on it just to be safe.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
got some life to it. That's good.
Okay. So once all right. So once I feel as though the ore is sound, I'm gonna go ahead and give Phoenix a green light for bless.
Yeah. As soon as you give him the green light, he casts the bless on you.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and row my boat.
All right. You do have the athletics, and you are the only person on this little boat, so it's a little uncomfortable because the back half of the boat's missing, but you're able to do it just enough that you're able to get over there without too much incident.
Yo ho yo ho, a pirate's life for me. I'm going to beat your ass, Jacob. Wake up, me hearties, yo hoes.
Is that how the song goes?
We hear him singing this.
We just hear him kind of saying that.
Okay, so I'm at the lock here now. I'm going to very quickly investigate it, see if there's any kind of trap on it.
Alright, this kind of looks like a fairly regular treasure chest. No, especially for these tools. I'm pretty sure there's nothing trapped about it. You'll just have to shimmy it a little bit.
Okay, I will go ahead and shimmy then.
Alright. It's a little bit weird because you're having to do this while balanced on a boat, but go ahead and give me that Thieves Tools check.
Here
So
goes.
I don't actually know how to do like a Thieves Tools check on here. I see tool proficiencies. Where would I find that under?
It should be go to your Thieves Tools item itself and make a roll with it.
Oh, that's a good idea. Oh, I see it. There it is. Okay,
Oh, hey.
use.
Pick a lock, disable a trap, so I guess pick a lock.
No!
You gotta be fucking kidding me.
Wow.
You're picking, and while the lock is not difficult, attempting to do it while balanced on this boat, while also trying not to let the ore drop, has caused you to precariously fall in and take another 7 damage as you climb back onto the boat.
Oh.
I'm just
I
I'm
hate
going, to
everything.
lean, I'm going to lean over to everyone else and be like, perhaps we should not have sent Alan? I don't know.
Spicy.
Wait, hang on. I should actually be okay with Thieves Tools, maybe. I should be okay with them. Like, I have the proficiency, like...
I have an idea. What about just...
Oh, I forgot to add the
Dissolve-
+3 on there, but... Sorry, go ahead.
sorry. What about just drenching the lock with some acid? Just the lock, not the whole chest.
Anybody got any cups?
And he comes
Or
out
mage hands.
actually hold the acid, you mean?
I mean, the ore's already covered in acid, right? Just kind of use the ore to like shake some acid on the
Right.
lock.
Oh, that's a good idea.
I'll go ahead and do that. I'll sprinkle some of the acid onto the lock, see if that helps out.
You have a bag of holding, right? Why not just put the whole chest in the bag, come back, and then you don't have to worry about balancing.
But the problem is that if I lift the chest and it's heavy, this could capsize the boat, and
Yeah.
I will suffer more ouchies.
Oh, okay. So you can't just like put the bag on the chest and somehow finagle it in?
I don't
I think you still need
believe
to
so,
fit-
no.
You still need
Oh,
to fit
okay.
the entrance of the chest in that bag.
Yeah, and the problem is too is
I
that
have no idea how this
if I want to try to like scoop down, my hands would have to touch the acid, and I would I'd be taking ouchies.
Okay. Okay.
Actually,
Just avoid ouchies.
that's actually a fair point though. I'm gonna at least try to like I'm not gonna try like to physically lift it up, but I'm just gonna check to see if it's at least heavy.
Alright, so you're not doing lock picks again, you're just trying to kind of get a good gauge of how heavy it is?
Yeah, I'm just a quick check.
Alright. It's probably about 40 pounds? It's kind of heavy.
Okay, well, kind of heavy. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna try the lock one more time.
Oh, you're all another nat 1.
Wait, hang on. I'm supposed to have bless on me too as well, right? Or does it count for bless
Yeah.
already?
The bless should. I didn't see. Is that +2 from your modifier, or was that from the bless?
Does Bless apply to ability checks or only to attack rolls and saving throws?
Let me check.
Less is to attack and saves.
Do two proficiencies count as a Yeah, do two proficiencies
Attack rolls and
count?
saving throws.
Okay.
That's for bless.
Yeah, so two proficiencies don't count as ability checks, do they?
They would count as ability checks, actually.
For what would be? These tools are ability checks.
Oh, okay. So I still would get a +3 on that. Okay. I forgot to do that, but the natural one, there's no helping that. So let me try one more time. Okay, I got my inventory. Thieves' tools.
The circumstances make this a little tricky, but go for it.
Okay, situational bonus. We're adding a +3.
There we go.
Better. But is it enough?
Yeah, that's a real question, actually.
pick. You hear a click, and the boat, as the jolts a little bit, the boat shakes slightly as you kind of hold on to your bearings and wait to see as it smooths over. And everything's okay. The lid is able to be opened.
You just kind of hear in the distance, just, oh, finally!
Thieves' tools, you're embarrassing me.
I'm gonna open the chest. What's inside?
Right. You open it up. First that stands out is that inside you find a very whopping amount of gold that's laden on there with some other items of useful note on top. A quick cursory count and, digging your hands inside, this must be approximately 1,600 gold pieces.
Woo! 1,600. Oh, that sounds like a very convenient number that's divisible by 8.
Yeah, that's very convenient, actually.
Right.
You may even say that it's 200 gold pieces per person should you successfully bring it back to the party.
This feels about 200 gold pieces per person.
But did you hear the second part? Should you successfully bring it back to the party?
Oh, I missed that part. Go ahead, continue.
Inside, you also find a fan, and let me see, you are proficient in Arcana, so you recognize what this is. At a glance, it appears to be a regular fan, but this is most certainly a wind fan.
What do I know that as? I don't think I've ever heard that item before, actually.
Let me see. You know that and it should be available now. You should be viewable from your items section of your items now. You can see the actual details, but Wind Fan will allow you to cast this Gust of Wind spell.
Oh, okay, that's fun.
Cool.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
You look on, and you also see one of these. Hold on.
Interesting. Wind fan. Oh,
Yeah.
that looks well.
Oh, I remember what this is. This was Hank's item. This was his dumbass tentacle rod, I remember.
Yep.
You find a tentacle rod. Perhaps not of the dumbass variety, but certainly there.
Tentacle rod of dumbassery.
Oh my god.
I remember that shit. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and just open up magic. The bag of holding, put in the tentacle rod and the wind fan in first.
You go ahead and look a little bit more. There's some rope there that's clearly magical in origin. It's not regular rope. This appears to be a rope of mending.
Rope of mending.
Ooh, nice.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Fuck yeah. Sounds useful for a craftsman.
Yep.
Okay, pocket that as well.
You dig out a little bit more. There's still 3 other things inside of here.
Oh.
That rope of mending could be very useful for
while
getting out
I
of this situation.
So after I go ahead and just kind of like more or less just like pocket these like 3 things, I'm gonna check to see if like I don't hear like a little sizzle sound on my boat, making sure that I'm not like gonna
This boat has been in the digestive acid for a while. If it hasn't broken down yet, it's going to last for a little bit longer, not spontaneously collapse on you.
Okay, thank god.
Alan is doing pretty great for missing a foot.
Ooh, a ring of jumping.
You find yourself a ring of jumping.
That sounds very useful in this situation.
And you also... Oh wait, actually no, this one isn't in here. But you do also find one other thing, which is, looking at it, a piece of paper.
Oh.
That seems to have been torn off from some other larger piece, and it has 3 sentences on it.
Oh, it's somebody's favorite card from One Piece.
Oh my god.
Sorry, go ahead. What does it read? Can I read it?
Yes. Here's what it reads as. Give me a second.
Or you scallywag, you found me treasure or something like that.
I am the Flying Dutchman.
Yeah, I'll just message you, Alan, about what it says.
Okay.
So you can read it out loud.
Yes, I'll read this aloud.
Or keep it secret. Keep it safe.
Is it secret? Is it safe? The treasure be on the other end of the sea, in the darkest depths of the blackest depths. Treasure amassed for ye to collect. Why didn't he just say you collect? Why do you have to write his accent? Alan will say aloud.
It's about the ambiance.
That's true. He's just being a smartass. He's not happy with all the acid he's taken.
All right, cool.
He's fucking spicy jacuzzi in here.
This is not the hot sauna experience I want.
Alright, so after taking that fragment, was there anything else in there, or...?
You don't see anything else. The chest appears to be empty.
Okay, so I will very carefully, not like shovel in the gold, but considering the boat's gonna be fine for a while, I'm going to very carefully just begin like putting the gold in the bag of holding so that way it does not like again just like capsize this rowboat and make me spicy again.
We don't want
I gave you
spicy.
5 healing, by the way.
What's up?
I gave you 5 healing, by the way.
Oh, you're so great for that, thank you.
The healing words. So
Less
beautiful.
spicy. Like,
I'd like to see how the other group does without an artificer.
I think they're already going through an entirely separate book than us, though.
They more than likely are. Yeah, no, we got the fucking book that's like Captain Fuckhead's spicy Kraken adventure.
Oh no!
You row back without any incident.
Alright, I'm back without any incident now.
You know,
Oh.
now that I realize, I still have the bonus from Aid. Who casted that spell?
Someone?
Someone did.
Alan's gonna go ahead and add 200 gold to his inventory. He's gonna go ahead and just hand the gold to everybody else.
excellent.
Well,
200
this is
gold
not
acquired.
quite the entirety of, I would assume, Captain Tortuga's treasure, but I suppose that fragment will probably lead us to the rest.
Before we continue, perhaps I would like to look over some of these items, if any of us believe they might be of use,
Oh,
considering we next investigate the gastrointestinal tract. Shall
Yes.
be dark times for everyone.
I am, I have seen a few of these items before, as I will go ahead and just like, yeah, just more or less talk, let's just like say what they are, because he knows what they are.
I've no particular fascination for any of these items, but
I would like to at least keep the rope of mending. It'd be very suitable for a craftsman like myself.
then of course, I will not be against that.
Thank you.
I admit, given my lack of aptitude for melee combat, I am curious perhaps about this tentacle rod.
I have no qualms with that. I really only had my eye on the rope.
Perhaps you, Maev, may find interest in this wind fan. It does seem to suit you quite well.
Well, thank you. I shall take it.
Oh, I thought you said no, thank you.
Initially, I thought I heard that too.
What are you trying to say about me?
You trying to say something about my outfit?
Only that it
Um,
would complement the outfit rather well.
Yes, your outfit looks striking.
I do not have sufficient permission to view this sheet for this item. Just of wind spell.
Wild.
Gotta be in the thing somewhere, right?
This is odd. Hold on. I'm trying to
I'm
add tentacle rod, and all I can find is the tentacle whip. I didn't know that was a thing.
Perhaps it may
my.
not. Perhaps one of your filters is
Maybe
preventing you from seeing it. I'm not sure. That's my guess.
Huh.
By the way, one of my favorite things has really been this little FX modules. I feel like these little bubbles make the scene feel less static.
Yes.
They really add to it.
And it's
even
such a
though-
light touch too.
It
There we
is.
go,
It's like
tentacle rod.
it's like a cherry on top of a sundae.
That button, I can never use it to remove my my features. So sad.
At the top right, you mean?
Yeah.
That is odd, because I can. I wonder if it's the module specifically that handles that is called the DF's effects panels, and yeah.
Where do I find the Gust of Wind spell?
You would have to import the Gust of Wind spell, so you just import spells Gust of Wind.
It's not here.
What? You what?
It's not here.
Spells.
But suppose it was
Open
there.
importer. And
I found it. There. Imported.
Another quick question for silly people. So I added tentacle rod, but it's stuck under my loot instead of being a weapon.
I think you would have to right click on tentacle rod and then change its attribute to weapon.
Change attribute. I have edit item, but
yeah, it'll be edit item.
yeah, but it won't let me change from loot.
Oh, interesting. Let me see.
Loot.
That is weird. Loot instead of. I see what you're saying.
Rope of mending. Go ahead and add that sucker in.
Change loot to weapon founder. What? You can't? That's dumb.
Yeah.
Sorry. That's dumb.
Can you do equipped item? Does that work?
Also, why did I just notice that I have a letter from a dead colleague posing a question you have not yet been able to answer?
Okay,
That's your background.
Background.
I was like, okay.
I have a uniform in the style of your unit and indicative of your rank.
I mean, we could just make a tentacle rod thing. It's not a huge deal.
Yeah, it was just like, well, that's strange. Yeah.
It is very strange.
Now I guess now
Foundry.
that we're perhaps done with this acid bath, perhaps now we can exit out to this big beast.
Yeah, Alan will just kind of think on it, and yeah, he'll nod. I didn't notice anything else of note, unless you want me to paddle across and meet you on the other side.
Sure. I suppose if you manage to see anything, that'd be most excellent. Otherwise, I think we're probably done with this venture in the beast. Though, Phoenix is still gonna be looking around. Does he notice any sort of thing that could have possibly have killed this thing?
Not on the inside of here, no. Nothing from the lining of the stomach you've been viewing. Nothing appears to stand out to you.
That's very strange.
Ate a lethal amount of Taco Bell.
Oh my.
Got its insides Baja blasted.
Yeah, this actually isn't the stomach acid. It's actually just Baja Blast.
Oh no!
Oh my god.
So that's how it went. One Baja Blast just died.
That's all it took.
It wasn't ready. It got Baja Blasted. I'm gonna go ahead and just paddle across with my little boat. It's kind of grown on me like Stockholm Syndrome.
I guess Phoenix is gonna take the Pythons back to the exit.
As will Ash.
I'll need to restock on Pythons when we get back.
I'm making the little weapon as you are all mingling your way back. The rope makes it effortless.
Oh, what's this here? Is it remains of a mast?
Yes, it's hard to tell what color it is, but it is the remains of a mast.
Maya, what are you doing on that side? Oh, that's right, you're proficient in acrobatics.
They can't just cross that.
It was so much trouble for me, and Maya was just making it look easy.
Just parkouring.
Up a little bit of lag.
But I mean, placing the Pythons for you was a breeze.
It wasn't until I slipped and fell.
Everything was fine till the Baja attacked.
Actually, I think if we took the north way, that actually would have been more painful.
You can't use this railway. There's the stairway. It looks disabled.
I think you have to be on top of it. No, it's disabled still.
Oh, there is definitely some lag, yeah.
Yeah.
The stairway's disabled.
It looks disabled. Sorry, I think I know what happened. Give me a second. It probably happened while I was adjusting it earlier.
He locked us out.
We're stuck.
Yes.
The beast closed its mouth.
Kraken stuck.
There, it should work now.
Hallelujah.
Get me out. Okay.
Oh yeah, I have to decrease the size of that, huh? I'll do it in a moment. Hold on.
Yeah.
Oh, I still have my light up. You can see it.
Oh,
Shining.
no.
Yeah, I mean, like, in a pinch, you can always highlight your token and just use the arrow keys or the WASD keys to,
Oh.
like, just move yourself
Oh,
off
shit. That's a game changer. All right.
of it. That's what made it a game changer.
Guys,
I'm going
this
to
has changed
take.
everything about D&D.
So what has
I'm-
Aerith been doing this entire time, I wonder?
Good question.
What has Aerith been doing this entire time?
Aside from being very small.
So, as I was about to do before you all back into the fucking Kraken. This one. How can I? Spell. Yes, that. And also, I was to remove the gags from the Sahagin, so I could.
Oh,
at
there
least
we go.
hear
Interrogator
what
Aerith
he
on
was-
the case.
You know, if you had just let me instead of just going inside the beast, I could have said something, but you know, you went all inside, so yeah.
We got treasure. As I had you
Mhm.
200 gold.
And we
Yeah.
also found a clue about where the true treasure might be.
So, as I was saying, I casted comprehend languages while they were inside the beast. I also took the gag out of his mouth so I could at least hear what he had to say. And I have been, I don't know, for the last 10-15 minutes, the whole adventure they had inside the bowels of the beast, I have been listening to the Zacharin if he had anything worth it to say, and if not, I just gagged him again.
Okay, well, let's see what you talked about with this lovely fellow here.
All right, so I guess we weren't present for this part. Let's go.
All right, you ungagged them, and you finally understand what they've been telling you, as they say, in perhaps a little bit less flowery language, a little bit less polite language than this. I will tear out your intestines and rend you apart. Let me go so I can kill you.
Oh,
Sounds like that one demon I talked to a while ago.
I was gonna say he's calling you stuff that would get Aqua banned on Twitch.
Yes, they actually are. They're pretty coarse with their language here.
also, I understand the literal meaning, so if he has something else to say that it's not quite literal, I won't understand nothing. So, he's just cursing us, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I will try to communicate with him somehow that I can't actually speak his language, but I would like for him to tell me something else.
How would you like to go about making him tell you something else? Right now, they're saying very unkind things about your mother.
Which seems rather uncalled for, but you know.
How about hand languages? Sign languages? I don't know.
As you sign in front of them, you see them trying with their very sharp teeth to try and bite your hands. Although they're ineffectual at doing so because they're bound and obviously can't move nearly well enough to be able to do it. We will not be the last. You will not claim this body. It is ours, ours, ours.
I point to the Kraken. That? As if he understood me, but I know he doesn't. Just to be sure. That?
Bastard. Shit for brains.
He's very rude.
I begin to monologue, just in case he would be able to understand me. How can I do to make you understand that we didn't have anything to do with the death of the Kraken?
Just
You
throw it
see-
in its mouth.
You see, we are tiny in comparison. We didn't have cannons. We didn't have anything that could do this amount of damage. How can you think that we did something about that? It just baffles me.
In the middle of your monologue, they just shout at you to what's polite way of saying it is that they're asking you to turn your volume down.
Okay.
They didn't say that, of course, but they said it something much more on PC than that.
Okay, so
It was at this moment you hear Phoenix shout to Alan when he was in there. I'm joking.
I don't have anything that could help him here.
You do have one thing. You see the gag.
Well, yeah, part of that.
I'm kidding.
Oh god. Well, I'll gag him again. Yeah, I don't have anything that could actually.
They let out one final fuck before you gagged them once more. Hold on, wait. I have to actually show it happening. There we go. That's what it looks like in Sahuagin.
And now I'll just sit there and wait for them to appear so I can update them on the slew of unhelpful things that he said about.
You just
everyone.
repeat word for word what he said.
No, I would just give you the abridged version of he wasn't helpful. He cursed
Actually,
us.
I
He
think
cursed our mothers and
from
whatever
one
else
of the
you can
from one of the
imagine.
particular sentences you had just mentioned to us, it seems that the Sahuagin are laying claim to this Kraken. So I don't know about that particular Sahuagin, but it's entirely possible they were the ones that did this to this beast here. He probably let on more than what he said, or he intended to say at least.
Or they just saw a dead Kraken and thought, that looks like good eating.
I don't know if the Sahuagin are beach goers, you could say.
I'm pretty sure they're probably scavengers, though.
Entirely
Well,
possible.
what do I know about Sahagins as a race? Let's say as a beast race.
Let me
Their
see. Hold on.
costumes, their anything.
you have history proficiency. You are familiar with the Sahuagin. The Sahuagin are scavengers, brutal, bloodthirsty, and don't generally live for that long, spawning multiples at a time. They follow kind of like a hive mind-like structure in terms of working for the good of their colony. Brutal slavers. There's pretty much nothing redeeming about them at all.
Anything
And
that
they
I would
scour
know
the seas.
regarding their relationship to krakens, or at least to big, scary deep sea monsters?
They have no particular relationship to Kraken particularly. However, Sahuagin do, they are opportunistic, and they do make a lot of their gear and a lot of their equipment from sea creatures.
I have.
You're-
I say this out loud. I have to stand with Nona about this. They seem more like the opportunistic kind that makes everything revolving around.
Dead things they find on the beach.
Yes, that and capsized boats and everything in between that they could gather around ships or anything that sinks in the ocean. Also, other beasts like krakens or even
The big
bigger
concern to
things.
me is how would they know to check this island for a dead Kraken?
They are scavengers. It's part of their daily routine.
Perhaps I'm having a little bit of difficulty believing that. Either way, from the sounds of
all
it,
they
there
need
are
to see
probably
is-
more. Maybe laying in wait for the first group to return.
Perhaps I might interject. They probably knew it was here, considering. And then I'm going to wave out toward like the water that's filled with like dead tentacles and stuff. There's like all of the blood, everything. This is quite a large creature that died.
They are very
No,
keen at smelling blood.
Nona, you were about to say something?
No, nothing. Just, you know, it's kind of hard to miss a giant kraken corpse and, all the detritus that came with our sinking ship. I don't think it's that much of a stretch to think maybe somebody, saw something.
It is very far from subtle, and they also could have just been in the area when they saw the Kraken attack.
Entirely possible.
It-
However,
it's-
I still have my suspicions on them. Either way, my
mean,
main
it wouldn't
concern
be
is that this was probably maybe a preliminary task force.
I don't think it's too much of a stretch to think maybe they were just, you know, following the Kraken, seeing if they can, like, scavenge some of its leftovers. They do kind of seem the type.
They actually are the type.
No, they also don't worship the Kraken. One of their gods is this two-headed shark being.
Yeah, so your history proficiency, Alan, you are aware that the patron god of the Sahuagin is Sekola, god of sharks.
That's the name. I want to say Seko Ma, but that wasn't right.
Well, regardless, I think the main question we still remain on this beach. We are still stranded on this island. What do we do next?
We could explore the island rather than sitting at the beach. See if there's something that we can use to something that could be used to help us survive, or even some kind of answers.
I agree with that statement. Perhaps with some of the other items we've collected, we can probably maybe safely explore this island.
Also really fucking funny. Like the second we saw like this like thing, right? As I go straight into it, god damn it. I want to click on it.
Nice.
I was gonna say, like, as we saw that, we all just like went like oonga boonga and just dived into it.
Hey.
Something to interact with? Let's interact with it.
Yeah.
Pretty much exactly what we did. But it looks like fun, so I wanted to do it.
All right. Well, I guess Phoenix is gonna start. I guess looking. I guess probably in this direction, the opposite, away from the Kraken. He's gonna like along the beach. He's gonna see if there's like maybe like a clear, nice entryway into the forest.
Yeah, it's right there. You could easily get through from right there. It's like kind of dense, but not that dense.
All right, then. If it looks like this is a possible entrance, he's gonna slowly start looking to find maybe I don't know. I guess what time of day is it right now? Actually,
It's
I
in the
can
afternoon.
Watch.
It's starting to get to evening, but it was in the afternoon.
I'm just gonna sling the bound sahwagan over on my shoulders.
You
Could be
hear
useful as bait.
you hear muffled Tawagin curses, but that's about it. It can't do anything.
Also, Hagen BTOS.
he really is our prisoner.
All right,
I mean,
you
I might
begin
learn
your
thing or two
journey
about
off.
Scavenging.
You go ahead and go look to see if you can take a look over at this island. You venture forward, ready for adventure and exploration. Heading out into the jungle, you continue moving outward until about 15 minutes of walking later, you encounter a huge wall and can see that there is the edge of the island.
Wait, what?
You get a decent idea of the size of this island. Give me a second while I give you the little stairway to show you.
I thought you were saying like we hit like a skybox. I'm like, what?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I'm
Like,
pretty sure
no.
that's it.
The book doesn't extend that far, guys.
Aha, we have something to click. All right, there we go.
Nah, it's like those invisible walls in games.
Yeah,
Can't go past this one section.
we need the DLC.
Oh,
Mhm.
this is the big map, I guess.
We need to pay for the DLC.
Yeah, you haven't unlocked this content yet.
No,
Fucking
it's
EA.
free to play.
Now, if it was EA, we would like what immediately would have happened upon us arriving at the island is like so there'd be like someone just like, huh, I get the feeling I should explore a bit deeper in.
You're talking about this part, right?
Yeah. This island is not very large. You cross the entirety of it in about 20 minutes.
What?
Nice.
Have we seen
Is there anything, yeah, interesting, notable?
Any
Mhm.
vegetation, fauna?
You thought you saw a cool tree?
Fuck yeah.
Nice. Yeah, yes.
This
With
looks
a
like,
face,
this looks like
maybe?
a
Botany
box
plus
for that.
1.
I didn't mean to do that.
What was the question, Arif?
Maybe with a face?
You see nothing with a face on it, except birds. The occasional bird. But not a notable bird, just a bird.
No
Word is
tree
the
with a
word.
face.
No trees with a face, no.
Did you just say it's the word?
Yes, it's the word.
I went to tropical trends, that's why.
Oh, I love this video. Shinji, crank that Soldier Boy.
Break that soldier boy.
It's-
I hate it.
It's one of my favorite fucking videos. I had it like it was posted by like this Twitter, but they got fucking suspended because it was a bot that started posting some like contentious things.
Oh my
So
god.
I lost it, but now it's here again. Thank you so much.
It came home.
It came
I'm so
home.
happy.
Is there anything I noticed if I climb the rock?
You climb up to the top. It's not particularly steep, and was covered in trees. But there you are. You get a nice glance at the ocean all around you. Yes, ocean. In every direction.
As you see,
How
like
peaceful.
the title appears as it says Wind Waker.
You do think you squint a bit. Let me check something I have.
Is the Kraken
You have your
town
perception
open in space?
proficiency. With your perception proficiency, Maev, you believe you see a tiny storm in the distance. It is really far away.
Oh boy. Surely
Yeah.
that'll have no impact on us.
Phoenix eventually also makes it to the top, I guess.
Yes. You get a good idea now of just how small this island is.
We may need to invest in creating a shelter of some sort. Probably not a Kraken's innards.
I don't want to go back in there. You can't make me.
Mm.
I bet I
I
can.
No, we
suppose
are not
falling into-
keen on going
Into
inside
acid
the
is once
Kraken.
enough. What's too
Well,
many
the
times?
acid is only in the stomach.
It's
talking to
also
you, Jay.
smelled terrible
Yeah,
in
the
there.
acid is also only in the stomach. If we proceed into the intestinal tract, there should be less of an acid risk. But I do not know what else to do right now.
I will
besides-
literally build an entire damn shelter. I refuse to go back in that Kraken.
I
One
know.
thing though,
I think it sounds pretty romantic to, just like live in the Kraken skull for a little bit.
You consider that
Yeah,
romantic?
Gouge out its eyes and live inside of its brain.
Yeah.
It happens.
I fall
I
from
am-
this. If
I am
if I-
deeply concerned. If only there was some sort of violation I could think of, but it is a Kraken. I cannot think of anything that. But it seems like it should be a violation. So he writes down a fine that just says violation.
If I jump from this height, wouldn't kill me.
It's fucking mini Squidward in Patrick's hand.
Wait, hang on.
Hmm.
I see a thing here. What is that?
Hmm?
That looks
What
like
thing?
a cave.
There do be a thing.
Is that an entrance, a cave?
You look, and it is, but not a very particularly large one.
How many
Did
people?
so
How many
big
people can fit in
telltale?
there? Is the real
Yeah.
question.
You'd think about 8 people could comfortably fit inside of here.
Oh, that's
Oh,
very
that's
convenient.
crazy.
We found the shelter, boys.
Let's go.
Should we invest in making a door?
What do we do about this fella? I'm just jabbing at the Sahuagin on my shoulders.
We can tie
Time.
him to a tree.
Time to tree.
throw him off the cliff.
Just execute him.
Quite cryptic.
One question. From the top of the navel rock, do we see anything in the beach aside from the Kraken's body?
You do not. This entire area is surprisingly featureless.
Well, fuck. No other trace of the ship we were in.
You saw traces of the ship where you were in, all across the beach.
Yeah, but like, I mean, like a pretty sizable chunk of the remaining boat. Like, was there anything like that or no?
Oh yeah, you saw pretty sizable chunks everywhere, that's for sure. It was here, and there, and there, and there.
Yeah.
So it was completely destroyed. Nothing else survived. Okay, yeah.
I literally asked that question right when we got there.
Did any of their doors survive? Like the door to the captain's quarters. Is it visible?
Chunks of door. You think you see 2 different halves of them if you search hard enough on the beach.
Could that be mended?
Sure.
You know, I mean, at this point, we're taking what we could get.
Congratulations! After about an hour of effort of walking back over, finding 2 halves of a door, bringing them back and mending them, you have successfully created a door. It isn't big enough to fit on the entrance of the cave, but you have it, and it is now yours and nobody else's.
Amazing.
Repeat with me. This is my door.
There are many like it, but this one's mine.
Oh god.
Guess, is there a big enough rock nearby I can just kind of tie the Sahuagin to? I don't know what to do with this thing now that we have it.
Didn't you throw him off the cliff?
I did not.
Oh.
Yeah, I could pondered it and considered it, but didn't.
I mean, we can probably use that as some sort of message, right?
He keeps.
Did he break out of his gag?
No, they're just, I was trying to see what would happen if I type ... And this is what the Sahuagin dot looks like.
Looks like a very squished at symbol.
It does. I got an idea. We drown him.
Just fucking waterboard him, why don't
I
we?
mean, he has water breathing, right? Like,
They're amphibious.
yeah. So just hold him underwater. An hour later, we're like, he's still going, still going.
You're like trying to like dunk them to get answers, like all mafia style, but it's not working because they actually need water. Now talk.
I don't know if a Sahagin or I don't remember if Sahagin were the ones where if they're not submerged for like an hour, then they will like start to like get exhaustion and die.
No, those were the
Grung, I
the
think.
Lokata.
Oh, Lokata, you're right. Yeah. I think
Alright.
Grung also need to be submerged in water.
All right, I guess. Honestly, I guess if we've already pretty much looked around this entire island, then, and we set up shelter. Are we just taking a? I'm speaking out of character. Are we just taking a rest here?
That depends. Do we have a good food source?
Got Kraken.
The Kraken's only
Were-
going to last so long.
Was there
before it
any
goes
food
bad.
on this island?
Sushi. Is there any what?
Food on this island?
We got plenty of
Um,
calamari.
Yes, there's various tropical fruits here and there, right? And of course the birds if you're able to catch them, which I believe there's enough survival proficiency here that it shouldn't be an issue. Let me see. The people with
Little bits
survival
of
are
cannibalism.
It's definitely not me.
No.
my Ev is good at that.
I don't even need to eat, so I'm not concerned about that.
Oh my god, my Ev, it's up to you to hunt down anything.
No, lucky
Would
for
like
you
fruit
guys.
purple?
We're gonna have nothing but fruits because everyone else can't hunt for it.
Lucky
My
for
Ev, you need
guys.
to scrounge up enough food for 6 people.
I mean, we do have this Sahuagin all trussed up and ready for roasting, right?
Yep.
Lucky for you guys. Boop. Oh,
He'll
wait.
be our lunch.
There's 2 of me. Why is there 2 of me? Shit.
What's
Hold on.
what's that one scene for Grimmer Adventures of Billy and Mandy? We're all gonna die. We're gonna have to eat each other to survive.
Luckily, I'm a dog.
It makes me think of like that. No, I wasn't thinking that. I was thinking like the scene from like SpongeBob, where it's just like, "You ate my only source of food. Now I'm going to starve." As he's like morbidly obese.
No, I'm going to starve.
I know what we can eat.
So,
And it is
this has
true,
been going
even-
on.
Oh.
Sorry.
I have, even if you aren't successfully able to find enough food on the island itself, it is true the Kraken is very meaty and would serve as a food source until it started getting rotten. Which you'll need apparently because you can't find jack squat this time around by the time night approaches.
Oh no!
Holy shit.
Oh my god!
Amazing.
That
Put
sucks.
up the wrong tree over here. Hold on.
At least it wasn't in the acid.
Yes, it wasn't the best food gathering day for you. You believe you will need to eat some of the Kraken to survive.
We can eat the Kraken. It's okay.
I mean, there was fruit on the island. I don't think it was a big concern.
Coconuts.
Yeah.
So
You find some basic fruit at the very least. Nothing super substantial, but at least you got Kraken meat and you also got a few fruits.
Well, Phoenix doesn't feel the need to eat, so I think he's okay.
After a hard day's of work, I'm trotting back. I have 1/2 of a grape.
Nice. Arif, you were saying something?
yeah, as this has been going on, I have been thinking out loud. Like, the previous book had something it needed us to be done so we could get out of there. Like a test.
Hmm.
This one, if it follows the same characteristics, should be just like that. So what could be the test in here? To
Well-
survive? Or just to find something else?
I believe the maroon ship was written by Captain Tortuga himself. When
What maroon ship?
when we first initially read this book, we were on the ship and it was immediately capsized and destroyed by said Kraken. We all awoke right in front of the body, right when you joined us, Era.
No.
So
We
maybe
do
it
have to
could,
go into the bowels of the creature.
Mm.
maybe if we are reliving the adventures of Captain Tortuga, we would need to make the same steps he did while in the story.
We have the book with us? Or just we're in the book?
I believe we're being participants of the book. I believe in this case we are part of Captain Tortuga's crew. Maybe one of us is actually playing the part of Captain Tortuga himself. I do not know.
The question is then begged that perhaps this entire space that we have been transported to follows the story. So if there is nothing on the island that seems overtly like a way forward, we must ask ourselves what does seem like the way forward, where the story is ushering us, so to speak.
Interesting tidbit. If Captain Tortuga had a story written by himself after he left the island, perhaps somewhere in the story involves us creating a method of leaving said island.
How did
Unless his
Captain
story
Tortuga
was found on the island.
How did Captain Tortuga end? Is he alive? Is he dead? Is he pure
Un-
fantasy?
Unfortunately, the one member who probably knows the most about Captain Tortuga is not here presently.
Damn it.
Fucked up.
Anyone else knows anything about that?
Alan sure would, and he's not from this fucking world.
Sorry to say, as I am completely unaware of Captain Tortuga.
You
So,
have no
DM
recollection of it. You seem to be quite acquainted with Sir Jacob. Has he not said anything in his ramblings that you would remember?
Would Phoenix know any said ramblings of what Jacob might have mentioned about Captain Tortuga? Aqua.
Sorry, I'm looking for the word I'm looking for.
No.
you know shit.
You're, as far as you are aware, Captain Tortuga has never actually been a real person. This is a completely fictional book comprised of various alleged legends and histories of what Captain Tortuga did.
Okay, so this is okay, yeah, I'll just relay that to the party.
That's the gist of it. So, if those are all fantasies, maybe we need to create a fantasy in which we survive or just get out of here. The thing is, what would be the preferred or the maybe quickest way of doing that?
Like, I imagine what Phoenix suggested earlier. We make a raft and sail out, but I'm not a shipwright, as I've mentioned before.
There are several ways to go about maybe finishing this story. Maybe our story involves having a better look at that Kraken, or perhaps leaving this island, or the worst possible option is staying on this island for a certain degree amount of time.
As far as I could tell, we didn't finish investigating the rest of the Kraken. As loath as I am to go back inside of it, we can at least examine the outside, see if there's any sort of clue that could tell us anything we could work with, really.
Well, the note said, "Treasure be on the other end of the sea, the darkest depths of the blackest depths." I'm kind of picturing the sea it's mentioning is not the ocean, but the lake of juice, and the darkest depths being going deeper inside.
The bowels, you mean?
Yeah.
Sorry, What note?
Oh,
Oh,
Alan will
yeah.
go. Alan will go ahead and show it.
Okay. I will read it. And then, Aqua, could I do something like rationalizing something out of that with investigation or anything else?
Man, I would love to
Mhm.
rationalize with investigation since I'm cracked on those roles.
I'm just asking if Aqua could say something to me, then I would try with and use that.
Looking at it's a fragment. That much certainly appears to be true. This is certainly not the entire poem, nor the entire thing.
Where did you get that? I'm asking the group now. Sorry.
There was a treasure chest inside the belly of the beast.
Yeah.
And it
By
was
the
in
way,
the chest.
for future reference, by default, it is assumed that all characters share all information with each other unless otherwise specified.
Okay.
It's nice to in character ask if he wants to, though.
Yeah, of course. I was just clarifying because I don't think it had been mentioned up until this point.
So, the chest inside his belly. What else did you find in there? I know you just said that, but I want to ask. Sorry.
Yeah, that's okay.
Alan, you've been holding out on the guy. Where's his fucking money?
I thought we already gave him his money.
I gave him the money.
We found some loot as well as some items. We didn't go further down the lower end of the Kraken, but that was as far as we noticed.
So, remnants of a ship, some bones, and then the rest of the beast that you didn't go there.
Yeah, but it should be able to. We should be able to go back and access the lower tract, considering that I did not remove the pythons.
The pythons are still in place, yes, so we
And they
can
should
return.
They should be there for a considerable amount of time.
Then perhaps we rest up for tonight, and then we focus on the adventure next day.
Yeah, I actually don't see any other way. If we are to maybe get some new information of this island, it will be inside the Kraken. Or make this little shit here talk, but I don't think that will be a particularly successful idea.
Do we feed the Sahuagin? Important question.
Nah, he'll be fine. He probably had lunch.
Then it sounds like at the very least one agreement is resting for the night.
Agreed.
Yes.
Yeah.
Alright. And so you do. The Sahuagin also falls asleep as all of you rest up inside the cave. It's nice and comfortable, as comfortable as you're able to make it, which is easily enough. This is a pretty peaceful place. Actually, it feels so comfortable. It's so easy to just stay here as you nod off to bed. Those of you that were asleep begin to have some dreams in the night.
Am I allowed to take a long rest if I haven't yet?
Yes.
Sweet.
Dreams
Alright.
of loneliness like a
You dream in the night. There in your visions, the ocean, bobbing peacefully up and about. Expanseless and peaceful feelings arise within as water bound in all directions. You take your rest. In order to take a long rest, you must spend 2 hit dice. Otherwise, you just sleep and that's it.
All right, so I guess that's all Phoenix did was sleep. I guess the aid finally disappears though.
Okay, I guess I expend my 2 hit dice that I've got. So I'll just. Well, I guess I roll them both. Even though it doesn't matter.
Wait, how many hit
Okay.
dice? Oh no, I have 1 hit dice left. I can't take a
Nice.
long rest with it though, so I still can't get
Oh
any
my
of my
God.
spells, huh?
Correct.
We gotta take a
Where do I see my hit dice at?
Top left, it should be the bottom right number right next to your health bar of your character sheet.
Gotcha.
I
Yeah,
have
I
1
only
hit
got
dice.
one. I got no spells.
As you exit out of the cave and take a look at the island, one thing becomes apparent. Everything has suddenly gained a bountiful amount of fruit on it. There is so much food here now.
Isn't
Perhaps I'll be successful this time.
You easily find enough food for days, actually.
How and
Uh,
why?
One day at least.
Phoenix is gonna maybe have a look around the island to see maybe if like there's anything he could discern as to why this sudden development happened.
Looking about, there doesn't appear to be anything that would have caused so many fruits to have appeared. But there is a lot of food now. In fact, looking around, you find that many of the plants seem to have changed shape as if to have curved into bowls. There is a comfortable amount of drinking water everywhere as well.
That's very convenient.
And look in the distance and check the storm.
It's slightly closer, and it looks intense,
The
but it is still far
storm
away.
the storm is camping. All right, what are we doing?
Oh, that's a good thing actually. Can Phoenix like look at that upcoming storm and maybe like gauge like how close it's been getting? It's like maybe get maybe like a good idea as to how much time it'll take before it arrives.
Yes, especially if you're keen mind and your perfect collection of distances, you'd estimate it probably would arrive in about 6 days.
Damn.
It's far away from arriving, but what's the rush?
Question: do any of us that are humanoid at least, or that aren't Warforged, look any older?
Looking around at each other, no, you're 1 day older than you were 1 day ago.
Time just
this
passed.
this is really weird.
Okay, wait. From the top of the mountain, is our Kraken still there?
Yes, it's still there.
All right. That's what I guess we're gonna try to investigate that sphincter, if you will.
All right. Who's trying to share the star fruit with me like this is Destiny Island? Thank you for laughing at my joke.
It's horrible, but okay.
You go ahead, and I'm going to expedite this. You go ahead and reach over to the other end of the Kraken successfully, as the Paladins are still there. The Kraken's body is still in perfect condition. It is not even a day of rot on it.
Okay.
And as you reach over to the other end of it, as it were, there is things lodged in here. Very smelly things. It would take shovels to get through this.
Anyone got any shovels?
I don't.
I don't see anything. Like, well,
We do have
what
an
are
ore.
you-
This is. I have a
I-
crowbar, but this is not. Does not seem useful.
Does it seem
I-
possible to be able to create shovels with the tools maybe present on the outside of the Kraken? Maybe in the debris?
It could be if I was a forge cleric.
You know what? I guess actually, you know what? You know what Phoenix will do? Maybe if for the rest of this day, he's gonna be actually going around that Kraken. He's gonna be actively looking for like usable debris, like pieces that look nice, maybe like long narrow pieces of wood, maybe some crates that maybe can be just. Basically, he's gonna try to collect wood planks, debris that seems useful, any pieces of metal, and that's all he's gonna be doing for today. And he's gonna
Alright.
pile it like all around here.
Hate it.
Alright.
I hate it. But
The rest of Shovel is in, well, they got a really shitty job ahead of them.
so we have shovels now.
It's not hard to create some, especially with mending and the ropes that you have available. You're able to create some primitive shovels, but they'll do the job.
Okay, then I don't have to do the thing I was gonna do. Cool.
Also, I will do this.
Oh,
One
that's
more
nice.
hand to show.
Hey, that's useful. Though you may also want to consider conserving your spells if you don't have a long rest available.
Yeah, but I am a warlock, so short rest for the win.
Oh, okay. Nice. Unlike me.
Right. And you begin shoveling. God, there's just so much. There's so much. This is the
Every day
worst
I'm
job.
shuffling.
Ugh.
You spend hours and hours and hours, and you have found not a single thing significant inside of all of this poop.
Have we advanced anything?
Not really.
I'm sure you're aware of how long an intestine is.
It
Oh my
is
god.
very
Yeah,
long.
very long. Like a mile
And
long.
apparently, this one was it. This Kraken had quite the intestinal blockage, I shall say. I might say, after some consideration, that if we consider this a storybook that we have been transported into, perhaps we should consider if you were the author here writing the fantastic stories of Captain Tortuga. He's shipwrecked on the island by a kraken. We see this morning even fruit appears everywhere to sustain us, provide sustenance. What would happen next in the story? Perhaps he does create a raft and braves the ocean. Surely his story does not end on the island, I would not think.
I mean, there could be.
That's
Many ways.
basically what like the same thing that Phoenix had mentioned. But yeah, Phoenix is not there, but he'd wholeheartedly agree with that sentiment from the sounds of it. That's
Also,
right,
I am
Phoenix is,
very
collecting
tired of
debris.
shoveling Scheisse. We are not getting anywhere.
I mean, if we want to talk from a narrative standpoint, it could be that maybe, the resources are there to be stockpiled, so that after the big storm comes and goes, we go find, I don't know, some friendly folk that have been washed ashore.
Well, what I could certainly try to do if we wanted to think of escape is we pull this, we move the rowboat out, and I can try to see if I can do something regarding the back of it, but I'm not sure how much success I would have. It would definitely be something of a project, but considering that we're going to be stuck here for the time being, I might as well get started.
It doesn't seem like we have anything else to do other than survive and look for any clues. So, yeah, go for it.
I'll go ahead and again, just scavenge wooden planks, see what fits where. I'm not a carpenter, but I'm at least handy with a hammer.
Alright.
As we were spending hours along in there, how's my collection of items been coming along?
Your collection of items is quite substantial. There's lots of wood scattered about, lots of useful crates, buoyant and all. You find rope for days, so much rope, and even remnants of sailcloth here and there that look like they could be usable again with a bit of mending and fixturing onto them.
That's my time to shine.
Like, oh, this is my jam.
All right.
Oh, yeah, this is my shit.
Oh, girl's gonna feel like this.
Yeah, like as soon as they depart the belly of the beast, Phoenix will like show them his collection. It's like, I have collected as much wood and other usable debris as possible. Perhaps we can use some of this stuff to either create things here to make our getaway from this island. We can maybe use some of these crates to store some of the fruits of this island as well. For at least to collect some for you who need to actually eat.
Yes, of course. That sounds like a good idea. I'm not certain if I should try to scavenge the rowboat itself or if I should try to build upon it, but I'll see what I can figure out with my knowledge.
I'm just drawing some things that indicate that all the stuff that had been found.
I guess
Piles and piles of useful wood.
Oh,
I
this is the
guess-
broken boat?
Yeah.
Yes, I'm just indicating its current status. It's currently 60% of the front of a boat.
Excellent. I will try to be useful
Yes.
by stocking up fruit and smoking Kraken meat.
Oh, okay.
Represented here. Arif, you were saying something?
Yeah, I was about to ask. Could I inspect the surroundings of the Kraken and the body of the Kraken itself to see if I can locate the poop chute?
Yes.
Go in from the other
You find the other end. It is underneath an incredibly massive and heavy tentacle.
Which way about? Like,
Let me bring it where it would be.
okay.
Amazing.
It's also in the water.
Do I see anything coming out of it?
You can't even see the actual sphincter itself. It's underneath a giant, massive, heavy tentacle.
Well,
You would have to move the tentacle out of the way in order to access the sphincter.
huh. Okay. Okay, let me think. Go back to the other.
Meanwhile, over here, you have been stocking up on the bountiful fruit all about Ash. There's so much of it, it's not hard to find at all.
I'm just humming as I go. Whistle while you work. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo.
Alan will
I guess
also-
that's what Phoenix would spend his entire day doing.
Yep, Nona's just gonna help out with heavy manual labor wherever's needed.
Anyway,
Alan
and Alan,
will- Yeah, Alan's doing his best. He's not proficient in carpenter's tools, but maybe like at least tinkering could maybe at least give him something to work with.
is anybody proficient with carpenter's tools?
Nah.
No, unfortunately,
No.
only feels I'm proficient with his forgery.
Yeah, it's not the best. Alan, you're working with the metal and wood that you can find littered about the place, and you're mending and a piton here or there. Go ahead and make a check with that tinker's tools using either wisdom, dexterity, or intelligence.
Okay.
Oh, and the forgery kit proficiency is only so that I could find forgeries, not the other way
Sure.
around.
Sure. Sure.
I'm not trying to create them.
Certainly
So
not.
regarding Tinker's tool, so while I don't have Tinker's tools in my inventory, I still have the proficiency with it. Should I just add it into my inventory for the time being and then like remove it for the
Yeah.
make the skill check? Okay.
Actually, yeah. Surely I found some sort of tools, right?
Oh, that'd be so.
Like littered about the beach.
Yes. Like actual carpenter's tools. I think it's just like a hammer and maybe some pieces of wood, or what is carpenter's tools?
I do have a hammer.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go ahead.
Creating a functional hammer has been done since the days that you're able to attach your stick to a rock.
Ability modifier. Advantage or anything because people are helping me out, or just normal roll?
Guidance.
Guidance, you say?
Guidance.
Does it work?
Okay.
Yeah, it
and
does.
it's
As long as you're there, help in doing it for Alan for the
Nice.
duration of what they're doing.
That's a 5.
Oh man.
Well, it's getting there.
Gonna take a while.
Something.
Like the both of you just adding on to the drawing.
It's not the best work you've ever done in your life, but will it hold? I mean, it can float now. That much is for sure.
Okay. Fuck.
Could I dig any faster if I go dog farm and dig?
Yeah,
Are you just digging for more wood?
No, I think they're
No,
talking about digging through
and
the
then
poop.
digging in the shit.
Yeah, sure, digging a little bit faster. Oh god, it smells so bad.
I'm
Oh
dog, so it's
god,
okay.
your keen nose must be killing you.
I mean,
Fortunate.
actually, it might smell better because, dog.
True.
That might
Because
be
dog might smell better. It seems like regular dogs don't mind the smell of poop so much,
Well,
right?
this is true.
That
Yeah.
is true. Actually, that you bring that up. Yeah.
Okay, I thought of something, but
Yeah.
let me check it with you first. If I went about doing this, well, no,
You're
sorry,
gonna attack it.
this produce flame there. How many times would I have to do it to do some significant damage to the fucking tentacle?
You can't, as produce flame can only be hurled as an action at creatures.
The creature. Is it
Unfortunately, it's now considered an object, I believe.
Correct. Most spells
Oh
are
my
not
God,
capable of dealing damage to physical matter.
Really? Well, fuck.
Maybe
Wording,
booming
man.
blade.
Wording.
Booming blade, I believe, can be used on objects as well. Let me double check. Yes, it just requires a. No, booming blade is against creatures. I mean, you also can just use a sword, though. That works on objects. Watch, it's like, nope, sorry, your sword can only be used on creatures too.
Surely my bite can be used on objects, right?
Yeah. No, it's like cutting through. It's like cutting through a log if you choose to use your sword. You'll get there eventually.
Yeah, no, I won't do that. So I will whenever I get back. I will say that I located the back entrance of the intestinal tract, but it's behind the massive tentacle, and so we would need some pretty hefty work to actually dislodge that thing.
Yeah, I'm not entirely certain Captain Tortuga himself would have continued, but as far as I can tell, we're gonna be on this island for a little bit longer. Perhaps if you really want to continue pressing forth through the the fecal matter, that'll be entirely up to you. At least I will be putting my efforts into allowing for us to get off the island via the ship. Hopefully.
Yeah, I will have to think about what to do, really. If not, I would just collect some more fruit and smoke some more meat, help Ash.
Preserving more and more meat, collecting more and more fruits, you have quite a bit now inside of your stocks. And as night falls once more, you are able to take yourself another good sleep.
Actually, given that actually no. Is this area lit by moonlight, or is it like outside dim light? If so, Phoenix would actually just prefer to continue working.
Okay. Phoenix can work through the night then. You'll have to make a constitution check to avoid exhaustion, though.
That's fine.
Then, unless there's any other plans, you will all get through to sleep once more, having that same strange, familiar dream of the ocean's waves. Phoenix, as you're working in the middle of the night, you hear like a little clink from a nearby tree, and as you look, you see it there on the ground with a little bit of light. A gold coin has fallen down.
Huh? I guess like he's still working through the night, and he's gonna look up to where that coin would have possibly have fallen from. Where does he see it?
A leaf, and it looks like there is a glimmer of what seems like the start of a little gold coin growing on the tree.
Huh? Okay. Phoenix will approach the tree, and he's gonna have a look to see if maybe he can, I guess, like really have a look as to what the heck is happening.
Yes, there seems to be nothing strange about this tree outside of it now appearing to have that growing on its leaf. And then you look at a nearby tree as well, and you see another gold coin has fallen off as that one as well. Just little gold pieces here and there.
I feel like the island is a metaphor.
Well, I guess for now, Phoenix will start collecting the gold coins,
Right?
and then placing them in one of the crates that he has. Or
You go ahead and spend through the night not working on the ship then, but collecting the gold pieces.
I mean, there's a lot of gold pieces. Like, if there's that much, then yeah, I guess he will. At least for now, start collecting the gold pieces.
You do so. Collect. By the time the morning shows up, you've scoured around and searched for bushes and checked different trees and successfully managed to collect up another 160 gold pieces to share amongst each other.
Love how
That
it
is-
equally divides by 8.
20 gold pieces a person.
Yeah, he adds that to the to the crates, which eventually get distributed once everyone comes to collect it.
Yes. As everyone awakens and gets a better view of the trees, you see that they all have these little gold beads growing on them as of the beginnings of this gold coin. Every tree.
This is getting weirder by the day. What the hell is going on in here?
A 12.
I think that's enough to avoid exhaustion. Let me check.
Yeah, I think the first one is 10.
Yeah, I think so.
What is.
No, it's it's 15 at first, so you have one level of exhaustion, Phoenix.
Tragic. Okay, that's fine. The man seems a little bit tired, but he still seems ready to continue working.
None of the trees growing food anymore.
They are still also growing fruit.
This is very perplexing. Have never observed this before. Oh,
Believe
interesting.
me, I was witnessing it throughout the night. It was very strange.
Do any of these trees seem to be growing shampoo?
Araf, you were trying to say something.
No, just that mumbling to myself that this is getting weirder and weirder, and I was about to ask, let me see the fragment of the poem or whatever it is again. So let's see if we can all infer something else about this, because it's fucking weird.
Treasure be on the other end of the sea. In the darkest depths of the blackest depths, treasure amassed for ye to collect.
Like, it seems that the treasure amassed could be this whole island, but what would be the point to amass treasure if we can't do anything with it?
My concern is that this is just a fragment of the actual treasure, of the actual location of the treasure. We're unfortunately missing a large, probably good portion of the actual true story, you could say. This could just
Right.
be the first part that's currently just misleading.
Agreed. This is only a fragment of whatever full page it was pulled from. Though I must admit, this island is rather unique, shall we say.
Oh right. Phoenix will climb up to that little hill mountain thing and check the status of the upcoming storm. Is it still coming in at that projected time?
Yes.
Like not any increasing speed or whatever?
It is not, though it does seem to be increasing in intensity.
Okay, so in the meantime, what Alan is going to do for the day, he is going to I guess he's going to try to work on like reinforcing the hull here just to make sure no water gets in. That it stays floating.
So you're reinforcing the hole in this day?
Yeah, really don't want. I'm just making sure that our just thing doesn't break apart. He's doing his best to like make it work.
All right, and as for Maev, are you giving guidance this whole time, or are you digging through some poop?
I'll give some guidance.
Phoenix, what Phoenix is actually going to want to do this time is that he's going to ask Nona or Ash. He's going to hand them his coat, as and then what he's going to do is that he's going to start digging for debris out in the ocean. Since he doesn't really need to breathe, and hopefully the current is not so bad that he can't go underwater and collect the debris. Is that possible?
Yes, the ocean nearby is nice and calm. As Alan, this is how you do during the day, and pretty reasonable. You're able to reinforce the hull pretty well, and even repair up some of the spotty job you did yesterday.
Oh, thank God.
Whew.
So, the hull's reinforced. Now I think tomorrow I will work on making sure that it floats. That should float. Or I'll run a test to see if it does float. How are the waves? Are they like very choppy? Is it like mostly still?
It is mostly still. It's very calm.
Okay, yeah. So, yeah, the next day he'll like test it out and see if it floats, and if it doesn't float too well, then he'll work on just making it float. Maybe like adding some like supports on the end, like like how the Polynesian like Voyager ships are, how they have like the supporting things on the side of them.
Yeah, kind of like catamarans.
Yeah.
If I may make a suggestion, Sir Alan, probably maybe also consider making a sail.
Yes, that was that was what I was going to do after making sure this floats. See if whether or not this craft will hold is my priority, because if that's the case, then I might need to otherwise change it completely. But then I'll work on it, attaching a sail and a rudder to this.
Ah, perfect. I'd imagine you are a lot more competent in the matter than me, so I'll leave it up to you.
I'm doing my best. I work on making armor, but it's good to branch out every now and then. I might even have to pick up carpeting skills after this adventure.
Phoenix, as you search through as you search through the water.
My bad. I was just saying, Alex, getting back to work. My bad.
Go ahead and make an investigation check to see how you do with your search underwater, Phoenix.
Yes, here we go! Investigation, which is at normal because I have a disadvantage on my ability checks. Oh, let's go!
It's pretty good.
Nice.
Very reasonable. You're searching in particular after the suggestion. You're looking for anything that can help Alan's quest. You're able to find a very solid piece of wood, cylindrically shaped. It used to be part of the mast. It could serve as a base.
Let's fucking go!
Cool! Wait, is it heavy?
It is heavy. But you also see a lot of cloth nearby it as well that has sunk down to some of the rocks down here as well. The fish scatter in your presence, but are otherwise harmless and don't seem to be actively aggressing.
Right. So if it seems
Oh,
heavy, what he's going to
aggressing.
do is that he's going to get out of the water and he's going to go to one of the strong boys as he looks towards Nona. Nona, if I may ask for your aid for a minute.
Alright, I see no reason not to.
I do
Alright, I'm
require some
gonna-
assistance in helping to move this mast. It's a very nice looking piece of wood. I think it'll be useful in our ship making efforts.
Alright, anybody else going to try helping, or is it just going to be the Nona Strong show?
Does Aerith appear to be like a very strong looking individual?
No whatsoever.
Alright, then he's the Phoenix is just gonna rely on Nona then. Because Alan is basically obviously putting a lot of his efforts on this ship. He won't bother him with it.
And I'm a wet noodle. Like,
I'm also a wet noodle, but I'm the one who found it, so So Phoenix will try to help. Surely maybe with Nona's assistance and the water basically covering most of the weight, we can maybe move this thing?
Alright, everybody assisting, go ahead and make the athletics check to see how you do to drag this thing out of the water.
And Jesus, be kind. Normal or advantage?
This will just be normal. Unless you have to give me an advantage.
It's
Will
the
moving it
worst.
when it's underwater be helpful? Or no? Or
I'd say
maybe-
that maybe you had a swimming speed.
Okay.
Alright. It takes most of the day. But
No,
you're
what
able
we
to get it
do-
up with some
what
leverage.
we do is we force the Sahuagin to help out.
Speaking of, have y'all fed them? They've just been kind of there. They're getting more feeble.
we can give it Kraken meat. There's plenty to go around.
Yeah. We feed it until it starts yelling profanities at us, and we just gag it, and it gets to starve for a little longer.
Yeah, when you give it the meat, it just like rips and tears through it. It's actually kind of scary how effective it is at eating meat.
Rip and tear until the job is through.
Reminds Nona of home.
No,
Alright,
All right.
and Aerith and Ash, what have you been up to during this time? Maiev was giving guidance to Alan. Alan was working on that. Phoenix and Nona were bringing up a mast base.
I am continuing to make sure we have stocks of food, and if that is set, I would like to investigate the trees.
You investigate the trees, Ash, and one thing that becomes apparent is that the amount of little gold pieces on them looks like they're not just narrow numerically. Some of them seem to be getting quite large, though they haven't fallen yet.
Muttering to
gold pieces
myself
make
and
gold
taking notes, like, how does a tree happen to concentrate a heavy metal such that it can create a coin? This is very strange. I cannot make sense of it.
And Aerith?
For my part, how is the food we are stockpiling is looking?
It's a pretty
Uh,
sizable stockpile. Sorry, you were saying?
yeah, but I mean, is it still fresh? Is it beginning to rot? What's the state of the food?
It is quite fresh. Despite all reason, it has not started to rot or otherwise spoil.
What about the Kraken?
Despite all reason, it has not rotted or spoiled.
This is defining all the logic I know of this world. This is very strange. This reminds me of the of home.
When you said this reminds me, I have expected just like a Family Guy montage to start playing.
No, I'm just frustrated as a player and as a character because I can't make shit about this. I don't know what's happening.
I think you and us are all probably on the same boat, but I think maybe as a player, I think we're on the right track, honestly speaking.
We just definitely
I
have to get
can't-
out of here before that storm.
Yeah.
I can't really say that I'm in in the in the right track. I don't know what we should do as a player. I mean, no?
Yeah.
I'm turning my brains out here. I will keep inspecting the Kraken and the island in general, not looking for specifics, just things that look like out of place, apart from the gold growing from trees.
Did we ever find out what killed this thing?
No, we didn't.
Yeah, which is strange because there was no exterior wounds, or at least not that Phoenix was able to determine, and there was also no interior wounds that would kill it. So this thing, maybe that should be something your character can be investigating. Maybe the true cause of death for the Kraken.
Yeah. Anything out of place about the Kraken or the island itself. That's what I will be doing.
Maybe
Alright.
perhaps specifically the Kraken, but I mean, up to you.
I will do both.
Okay.
I will do the Kraken and the island.
Give me an investigation check, RF, as that's what you will be doing while Ash continues to stockpile. Maev and Alan working on the boat. Phoenix and Nona got into base of a mast.
You got it.
Okay, pretty reasonable. As you search across the exterior, you have investigation proficiency, RF. You are sure there are no major exterior wounds. Nothing like a piercing hit to it that maybe like hit it on its heart or anything. You've investigated it thoroughly as much as you can on its tentacles, which seem to have been in good condition. Further, while you are proficient in nature as well, so you're somewhat familiar with the physiology of Krakens. This one was in its prime. It was in good condition. It wasn't on the verge of dying or anything. You check its arteries while you had the chance, while you're inside its stomach lining, and peel away some of the stomach base around it, and its arteries are in good condition. There's definitely no heart attack or the like going on. It just dropped dead. And looking
we
up-
all died. This is just purgatory.
Our plot armor be pretty strong.
Near as you have,
He attacked the plot armor. This is what happens.
you look around the island, and what you find is also that one very as its night approaches, you see it, Arif, one huge piece of gold falls down. This thing is like a foot cube of gold.
From where
Solid
exactly?
gold. Somewhere on like one edge of the island.
Yeah, but from... Did it grow on a tree and it fell from the tree or just appeared out of nowhere?
It fell from a tree.
Most powerful armor, plot armor.
The best offensive thing.
I never thought of that.
That should be that should be a meme, right? All right, the most powerful armor, the plot armor.
So Alan,
He's already learning about that in these
so,
books.
Gold. Maybe I can. Yeah, I will do that. I will bring the huge cube of gold to Alan so he can maybe tinker with the gold.
Are you able to carry over 1,000 pounds?
I was
whoa,
gonna
whoa, whoa!
say
How big is that
Like-
gold?
it's gold. How big? What did you say it was again? A cubic
A
foot?
foot across. Cubic foot.
Yeah, that is
Oh
gonna
my
be
God.
heavy as shit. Gold is a very dense metal.
Wait. A foot across. So
Yes.
like 30 something centimeters, give or take.
Oh, hang
Cubic
on.
foot, so it's gonna be 30 by 30 by 30.
In
should-
terms of
Centimeters.
You should definitely tell Alan about that.
it's about 30 centimeters across.
How the fuck does that weigh more than 500 kilos? Explain that to me, please.
Gold is heavy.
It's incredibly dense.
Yeah, but 37 centimeters. It's.
Here, hold on 1 second. I want to do the math here anyway.
I was
Let
actually gonna
me
just type
see.
it into this Google converter here.
Yep.
A cubic foot, 30. No, that's 30 feet. Hold on, let me find one. How big you say it was?
A cubic
Foot
foot.
across.
1 cubic foot of gold is 1,200 pounds.
Yeah,
Really?
gold
Yes.
is like one of the few things that like metals that is heavier than gold is lead.
1 cubic
Damn.
foot of gold is 1,200. To be specific, 1,203.74 pounds.
Yep, that sounds about right to me.
Damn. I just learned something new. I didn't know that gold was that heavy.
Yeah, gold is actually really fucking heavy.
He said that. I think I was like, oh hey, it's a piece of gold. But then when you said it's like a cubic foot, I'm like, oh my god, I think it's
Well, when you
huge.
said that, I was like, how is that tree standing? And then I was like, what was the sound of impact when that fell off the tree?
Yeah,
and
that should have been like a meteorite or something like that.
I mean, that's how you found it, right? Because it's so loud when it fell?
That's true, yeah.
So,
You should probably bring that to Alan's attention, though.
yeah. I was about to say that I won't carry it, but I will say to all the people present in here that a fucking huge cube of gold just dropped out of a tree. And if it dropped out of a tree, it's possible that it will begin to drop out of the other trees. So we should be careful.
That does sound concerning.
You found gold.
Yeah, but no coins. Like a cube.
Can you take me to this? I need to take a look.
Yes, come with me. And I will show it to him.
Okay. So, fortunately, while Alan was at the Mordekainen mansion, he read an entire book of like using like gold for forging properties.
All right, you did.
That's why I got very
Nice.
excited when he was like, "Gold."
Oh boy.
Is there? Okay, so looking at like this gold here, and on the book that Alan read as well, does it look as though this could be useful at all for the task at hand, or is it just more for like? Is it literally just like? Not really.
Just
If you were
shenanigans.
if you were able to somehow melt it down, but that would take a while.
We would also need something that's really, really hot for that. Yeah, we don't have a
I think
The
forge.
next
possible
3
to
days,
create
let's
a
build a
forge?
foundry.
Do you think it's possible to build a forge on one of these days?
Alan's not proficient at Smith's tools yet because that's something I wanted to like min-max at like level 3. Alan wouldn't know. He'll just go and say, I can't say for certain since smithing is still something I'm still very much in the practice of, but worst case scenario, we can tie it to a rope or something and use it as a makeshift anchor. I don't know.
I hope that your boat is capable of carrying that massive piece of gold. I don't even.
That's what the bag of holding is for.
Will the bag of holding hold that weight?
A bag of
Definitely.
holding cannot hold 1,000 pounds. I think a bag of holding's upper limit is 500.
Oh shit. Never mind. I just look like a
That's-
fucking asshole.
Does it have an upper limit of weight? I think it only has an upper limit of size.
That's a limit of weight. It's 500-pound maximum,
Oh.
and it does have a size cap too.
Yeah, 500 pounds. Never mind. Damn, that's sad.
Do you think it's possible to break certain sections of that gold piece? Honestly, how much is this thing even worth?
Would Alan know?
This should
Based
be...
off of his book on gold?
Oh, sorry, yeah.
Let me see. How much would that be?
I don't know.
Oh.
10,000 golds? Something like that? Even more?
24K? Does that count? I don't know.
It's a foot of solid gold, so...
Yeah, let me check something.
It's like if
I'm
you-
just looking at the conversion converter thing that I was looking at. That gave me the weight.
gonna say, like, if you really, really want, what you can just do is, like, if you're not doing anything and, like,
It's probably about 2,000 gold pieces worth. Because one standard gold coin is about 1/50th of a pound.
Oh, okay.
Wait, no, if it's 1/50th of a pound, then that would be... What would that be? 50,000 or so?
Yep.
Yep, about 50,000 sounds about right. I mean, obviously in its raw form, it's kind of useless, but it's there.
50,000 gold pieces.
If nobody else has anything better to do, like, if we got, like, the tools, like a pickaxe or something, you just, like, work at, like, breaking it.
Actually, that doesn't seem like a bad idea.
It is a very soft metal, so it
I
is
guess you could even
possible.
try, like, building, like, a fire around to see if you can, like, melt it down just a little bit to make the process a little easier, but if you might as well just, like, start breaking the gold, and if you got nothing better to do.
I mean, I'm just here to do the heavy lifting. If my time would be better spent doing this, I'm fine with doing that.
Yep, I mean, it's whatever you want to do.
Can I help with the gold by, even though I'm a wet noodle, using Mage Hand to hold my crowbar and act like that's a pickaxe to start trying to...
A mage hand can
whack
only
apart the
exert about
gold?
10 pounds. It's not exactly material for that.
Okay, I thought it was worth an effort.
I got one question. While I was investigating the trees on the island, did I notice any change on the trees? Like they stopped giving fruit, or they, I don't know, gained some strange shapes or properties? Anything out of ordinary?
No, nothing out of the ordinary.
How many others look like they're going to drop a fucking cube?
Yes, actually.
Oh my goodness.
Do we have a projection of when it will drop?
No, because it's not like an actual fruit, and so there's no way of being able to tell, but it's right there, it's on the verge. If you just wait, it'll be fine.
So, is the tree standing upright with the giant block connected?
Yes.
Shame. I was hoping it was bending down, touching the ground, so I could use it as a catapult.
I don't know why you would consider that, but okay.
Where
Okay,
are you
so-
going?
Wait, so this gold thing happened on, like, the next day, right? So it's like 4 days.
No, it's at the night
No, I
of
think-
this current day.
Oh, I got you.
The end of the 5th day.
I got you.
Really? 3
Has
days
it
in?
been 5 days?
Oh,
Wait,
sorry. No. End of 5 days remaining.
Yeah, so it's
Oh.
like the beginning of like day 4, more or less.
Yes. It's
Gotcha.
like the end of day 3, beginning of day 4, right?
Day
Yeah.
3? Or you mean day 5?
Wait.
Oh god,
What?
let's talk about days as they're ending, guys.
Yeah.
Or at least
Hold on.
until like the timer. The timer is on 5 days right now, so we'll
Okay.
just say
Okay.
we'll just count
We have
down
5
like
days
that.
left. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. I just wasn't sure, so that way I can like go and like I reinforce it this day. So next day I was gonna like test it out, see if it floats, and then after that I was gonna try to like attach a mast to it.
This day we found the big mast. That was what I did for day 5, and
Yeah,
Eric
which is-
found the gold and found more distinct things about the Kraken. That thing was a healthy sucker, so why the heck did it die?
All right, you go ahead and
I will take a short rest this time. Does that what will the short rest remove my exhaustion? Or I
No.
guess the long rest quote.
only the dedicated long rest would.
Okay, so I just won't get that back anytime soon then. Well, that sucks.
Alan learning about plot armor, like, is it possible to learn this power?
So you're resting this night as well, Phoenix?
Yeah, just to avoid incurring another piece of exhaustion because I can't. I need to keep my checks up, and I can't just keep making rollings at disadvantage.
Mhm.
Which apparently if I get it, wait, hold on. What happens to exhaustion anyways? Speed is halved. That sounds bad. Never mind.
Okay. As the night passes by and you have that familiar dream of the open ocean once more, and you wake up, Maev, you're probably the first out, to drink, drink some water. And as you do, you feel your wounds healing. Little nicks and scratches that you had gotten are cleaned off entirely. They're just gone.
It's crazy, because I was already full HP.
Yeah, this little nicks and scratches that you had incurred. Nothing like actual serious damage, just your skin looks great now.
The one secret to clear skin. Go to a stranded island.
This
Alan
island is certainly magical.
Alan, as you wake up and drink from water, you find all of your wounds have healed and your spell slots have returned.
Oh! Wait, are my spell slots back too?
Yes.
Nice.
Oh wait, hang on. I forgot what gave me like 22 HP, so let me like fix that.
It's your aid. Yeah, just remove it from your main sheet.
There we go. Like, you know, like that like video of like the it's like that one dude at like the game show after like he's like looking at the thing, but after he hears like the jingle, he just goes like, oh! That's how I feel right now.
As you go out after having, if you drink any of the water nearby, your wounds have cleansed, your spell slots have returned. Phoenix, although you don't need to drink, would you like to?
How does he drink? Will it just like
Pour it on
just like
yourself?
wash him? Like a wash?
Sure.
Okay.
Your exhaustion is gone, your wounds have cleansed.
Nice.
Question.
I was worried about keeping that thing, but I'm glad my wounds have cleansed.
Yes, Seraph?
Seeing the effect the drinking the water is making in my companions, what effect is it doing in the corpse of the Kraken, if any?
Nothing. It has done absolutely nothing to the Kraken corpse, which continues to remain
Still-
unspoiled.
Well,
That's
at least
so
I have my
odd.
investigation proficiencies again. Right. So I found a good piece of mass for the ship. What vital component of the ship maybe should I start investigating and really looking for?
And as you're heading over to the beach, getting ready for the day's work, you see the storm has gotten closer during the night. It is about 2 days away now.
Wait, what? So the speed
Ooh.
increased? So the speed increased for my projected time?
Yes. further, you look over to your right, Phoenix, and the trees are all made out of solid gold now, and continue to grow fruit. There's about
gold.
The fruit is not gold. The fruit is normal.
Entirely solid gold.
The trees are now entirely made out of solid gold, and there have been dropping multiples of these foot cubes of gold everywhere. There's probably about 30 within a good view of a bit of searching.
My God, this is madness.
Is this not the treasure? Is this not the...
This is a.
This
I
is what
believe
you
we
would
need to
consider
get
a
out of
gold
here.
mine. This is what you would consider a gold mine. Perhaps we have some people collect as much gold as possible, load it in these crates. We try to finish the ship as soon as possible.
How do we collect the gold from that? I kind of just point at the big cubes. Although, now that I think about this, and I'm eyeing the golden palm fronds. And I was like, these may be easier to collect than the gold cubes. Can I see if there's any gold palm fronds to collect anywhere that have fallen down?
Not that have fallen, but you think if you climbed up these trees, although you don't have the proficiency for it.
I was gonna say, but I don't have acrobatics proficiency. I am useless to the party right now.
Is there any correlation between what the island's providing and what our wants are?
What your what is?
Our
Wants? Old, health, food.
Like if the island is responding to what we need by giving us what we need or what we want more than what we need. That's
Yeah.
what she is asking.
Yeah.
That's not a bad thing. We've noticed that the island has kind of been responding to us.
What's up?
The idea is that this island is so almost like sort of fulfilling our desires. Phoenix was mentioning about health. The next day there was water that gave us health. Then we wanted gold. Well, the entire thing is starting to be full of gold.
We were talking about how, like, what are we gonna do about food? And then the next day, suddenly there's food everywhere.
Oh. Man, it would really be great if there was like a if there was like a tree that just dropped like functioning boats, you know?
Yeah, see, this is what we're talking about. This is like maybe we should be asking for stuff like this.
Is it 2 days until the storm, or is it 3 days? Yeah, I thought it was 3 days.
2 days.
2 days.
The storm increased in speed apparently. The projected time is 2 days.
Oh god damn it.
How close are we to finishing the boat?
I was gonna test to see if it floats today. I'll do that. See if it floats.
Right. Setting it up so that way it's not going to float away on you. You go ahead and test, and it's floating. That's nice. It's not the best boat in the world given their construction skills, but it has been reinforced and does look like it's holding together and floats. No leaks or anything.
Okay, that's exactly what we need. The hull is good. I should be able to either get the mast today or potentially a rudder as well if I work fast.
Right. Do you need like a piece for the rudder?
Just a rather long, flat piece of wood should do.
Do we already have an existing piece like that?
You do, but you think you could do better.
I will do better. I will investigate the debris for a better piece.
And today I will work on putting the mast onto the raft.
We have a piece of solid gold that will fit the specifications.
Oh, and if possible, in my investigation for a said better piece, can I find like maybe a particular tool, maybe to assist in collection of gold, maybe like a pickaxe, something to help break apart gold. That can break apart gold. I don't know.
Okay, so you're searching for either of those things.
Yes.
Okay. And to answer your question about you said something that would fit like something gold shaped. Most of the gold that's come down has been very specific. No, not as in, it's shaped like the leaves, or it's shaped like the cubes, or shaped like coins.
I was not being serious about that. Just
Well,
we're being inundated by gold. Does there coincidentally happen to be a piece of gold that's shaped exactly like what we're looking for?
nice.
Yeah, I'm not being serious. I'm
Mhm.
just
All right. Go ahead and make an investigation check, Phoenix.
All right, here goes. He's good at these. Ooh.
Nice.
You find an intact rudder.
Oh yeah.
Let's go!
Ooh.
Pog. At this point, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to make like the fucking like Wind Waker boat, you know? Because that ship had like a rudder, had a sail. It was very basic, and I think we can make do with that. Rowboats can fit like generally like 8 people.
Yeah.
You also
God.
find not a pickaxe, but closer to like a sickle. It's not perfect, but it looks like it'll do.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna bring back the rudder, and I'll hand the sickle to our more athletic companions looking towards Nona.
Yes. Speaking of Nona, you probably need Nona's help to get the rudder up, but it's not as heavy as the base of a whole mast. So
Right. So
You bring it up.
He will still ask Nona's assistance on that too, if Nona is willing.
you would need Nona's assistant. You're not lifting that by yourself. Alan, what are you
Of
working
some
on?
use.
Are you trying to get both the mast and a rudder in today?
We found the rudder, so that definitely makes my job easier. So I think the hard part is just the mast. So yeah, I'll do
Alright.
the mast today.
All right, go for it. And Maev, I'm assuming you were continuing to provide guidance the whole time.
Yeah, I will guide.
Oh, thank you.
Guide
You
the ants.
Yeah.
you
got
got
an-
really bad, but I'm thankful.
You got a helping hand, and you got guidance.
Okay, let's do this, please.
No.
I mean, that's still
Boy.
a pretty
Yeah.
gnarly roll for a 1, but I mean, like a 9.
Yay! It's after a couple of complications, you got the stick up.
I got this.
Stick.
I don't trust that. I'm literally like,
I
I'm
can't
not.
guide that anymore.
It's like I just beyond guidance. You're on your own, buddy.
My guidance can't help that.
Okay, so I don't trust that. I'm gonna. Yeah, Alan's gonna say I don't feel comfortable about the integrity of this mast. I'm going to spend today making sure that this is supposed to stay down where it's supposed to.
All right.
And I'm gonna go ahead and just spend the rest of the day just reinforcing the mast to make up for that little debacle.
All right. We could have the rudder set up probably by tomorrow, which will
Yeah.
probably be the last day.
Yeah. And also, honestly, for our supplies too, we can honestly just like, aside from like the gold and all that shit, we just throw it in my like bag of holding so it doesn't like weigh down the raft at all.
Oh, that's a good idea. We could collect 500 pounds of gold if we just start chipping it into the bag of holding.
Yeah. I don't think I really have anything in the bag of holding at this exact moment, since I just have my backpack and like my actual weight. Yeah,
Alright,
so
so
it's virtually empty.
So that's what the others are doing, is trying to chip away bits and pieces of 500 pounds of gold.
Can I start collecting water instead? We're collecting a lot of food, but we're not exactly collecting water.
That's a good thing too. Yeah, we need water.
Yeah.
All right. Yes, you were able to because among some of the stuff, of course, were barrels, not just crates.
Yeah.
And you found a few intact barrels, so you're throughout the course of the day, Nona, especially because it's raining. You're able to make sure that you collect and maintain some potable water.
Cool.
Arif, yesterday you inspected a Kraken. Are you doing any other inspections today?
Yeah, I will keep inspecting the Kraken, but also I have been thinking, and I have an idea that I want to test overnight. Going from the idea that the island is fulfilling our wishes, I will test this night and tomorrow by giving each and every one of us a specific item or a specific idea they have to wish for during the night to see if the island actually responds to that specifically by the other day.
It's not a bad idea to give it a try. See if the island is responding to us. I guess Phoenix will probably just say for maybe stronger parts for the boat.
We have very little time left, considering that the storm is moving in. I
Well,
would
well,
think-
well, hold on. Will better tools assist Alan in making that ship?
I have
Because-
a hammer. I guess technically like a saw and some nails would also be a huge benefit to this process and could honestly help me reinforce, attach the rudder, and also just make sure we're seaworthy faster.
Yeah, so that'll be Phoenix's want, I guess. Better tools.
I guess my
Wait.
question is, do we want better tools, or do we want to, as you said before, Alan, to wish for, per se, an entire ship?
We could try it and see if it works, but I don't know if that's too much to ask for.
The island itself became solid gold. I don't know if that was because it was happening or because it was responding to a wish. Though, just couldn't hurt, I say.
All right, in that case, I suppose wishing for a sailing vessel would. Yeah, that would definitely sound within the realms of possibility.
Because that's the thing exactly. The second night, just before the storm, I was to say that we should wish just to get out of here. Because if it's true that the island fulfills our wishes, it will let us leave, no matter what.
Well, that is if it even has any desire to let us leave. But once again, always give it a try. The island seems to grant multiple wishes. In one night, we got the water, we got the gold, and what was it? There was one more item there. I forgot.
The food,
It was food, water. Oh yeah, no, food came the first night. Then the
Yeah.
second night was gold and water. So there was two
And
wishes
healing.
that night. Yeah, water and healing that night.
but
So I mean,
that
does
accelerated
seem
the
to
rate
grant-
of the storm.
That is true. It did accelerate the rate of the storm.
May need to only wish for one thing then.
Maybe conserve wishes and maybe try asking for like the big ones, an actual, real seaworthy vessel, or just leaving the
See-
island.
Yeah, I think those are the best options. Everyone agrees?
See, I agree. Yes.
We are in agreement, in accord, as they say.
Okay, so we wish for the best.
I like what you did there.
All right.
All right, so I guess we take our next rest.
You begin to rest.
I feel like I've been working on this shit vessel for nothing, but let's find out how it goes.
I'm not holding my breath.
I'm not either.
this island has been a kick in the cock for Alan.
You rest through the night and wake up into the next day.
I guess we're still on the island, so
You awaken and look out and about. Many of the palm fronds from the trees have fallen down and taken the shape of pickaxes and various hooks.
you've got to be kidding me.
Looking then also further, the storm is about an hour away and is blowing with intense winds over at the island.
Okay.
The hooks, what?
It gave
Pickaxes
the-
and hooks, yes. Are there
It
any
ga-
nails, though?
You look about to see if there's any kinds of nails about, and yes, actually, as you crack open one of the fruits of the day, there's a nail inside.
Well,
Come
No
on.
danger at all.
we
Any-
are
any-
very
any
limited for
Any
time.
ships? Are there any
Any-
ships on like the coast or anything?
There is not a ship on the coast, no.
Fuck this island, man.
Yeah,
Alan-
I accompany that sentiment.
Well,
Alan,
it
how
gave
much
us
time
tools.
do you need?
It gave us
can-
tools, though.
We can pool our efforts. We have approximately, perhaps an hour or two left before the storm hits. We should
Yes.
probably prepare as best as we can.
Yesterday
Yeah.
I spent all day with the mast. The mast should be fine. All we need is the rudder, and even then, that is technically optional. Because as long as we can float and go in a direction, we should be fine.
I
Do
think
we have a
with all-
sail?
We do.
We do.
Because then we can just use the fan, right? So we can use
Yeah.
the fan and move the sail in order to determine our direction.
That is
Wind
true.
Waker.
So the fan can only be used once a day, right?
No, multiple times.
You can change direction.
Or let me see.
The fan can be used multiple directions. It's just I think cumulative use can risk damaging it.
Oh no, what? So you can use an action.
The gust of
Once
wind
used, the
spell.
fan shouldn't be used again until next dawn. Each time it's used again before that, that's what it is. Yeah, it has a cumulative 20% chance of not working and tearing into useless non-magical tatters.
It's just one
Yeah.
use. It's gust of wind spell. A line of wind 60 feet blasts you.
How long does the spell last?
As a bonus action before the spell ends, you can change the direction. It lasts 1 minute.
Yeah.
That could send us a sizable distance away.
I agree. Either way, I think if everyone contributes to loading up the boat and repairing and making the boat now, I think we would have enough time.
Yes, I'll leave my I'll leave my bag down. You should put as much as you can in it. I will go ahead and attach the rudder. I can use whoever wants to help on that.
I can procure nails for you.
Excellent.
Yeah, I'll help out in any way I can.
Okay, Alan's gonna go ahead use tinkering tools to just very quickly attach a rudder onto the vessel itself.
Alright, make the Tinker Tools check. Let's see if you're able to do it in a reasonable amount of time. Lightning strikes occasionally nearby.
Oh my
And this
god.
will be an advantage because he's getting a lot of help.
Guidance.
Would it be advantage?
Yes. Yeah, you'd have advantage on this because you are getting help.
Oh, baby!
As I see a 1 hiding there, fuck you.
A primitive but serviceable rudder has been makeshifted on. This is one of the fastest installations in modern history.
I will begin filling the bag of holding with food and water.
Imagine Alan just like yelling the entire time like a battle cry, just ah! Like, just
I guess we do still want the gold, so I mean, we didn't come to this island to go empty-handed.
I mean, we can carry the gold pickaxes.
the one
Are
thing
the
we don't.
pickaxes? I don't think the pickaxes are gold, right? I think they're actual.
They're not.
pickaxes.
They'd actually be kind of useless if they were made out of gold.
Yeah. So I mean, I think the pickaxes were meant to be used to collect the gold, since it gave us this island gave us serviceable tools. So I guess while they're on the ship, Phoenix is also helping Aerith collect stuff, but he's also going to try to actually collect some of the gold because leaving empty-handed and all into the bag if possible. Though he's not very good at athletics.
Alright. Go ahead and make the athletics check then to see how much of this you're able to get in a sizable amount of time.
Right. Okay.
Nice.
Nice. Perfect.
It's you just scoop up what you can. It's just not been working. You're trying to get a good angle to chip at it, and it's just not in a useful capacity. Like you'll split one of them in half, and then it's like, well, great. Now it's only 500 pounds instead of 1,000.
Wait. If
So
it's
that's how-
exactly 500 pounds. Oh no, because the bag of holding has other stuff in there, huh?
There's
Yeah.
a weight limit, and also, yeah, just we have actual supplies that we need. So
Yeah, he's not gonna do that. Then he understands that he's not very good at this.
okay. God,
Is
notice
is anyone else gathering gold?
And
Is
helping
anyone
out with
else?
the ship.
Yeah, Nona was helping with the ship. Maev was
I didn't see me.
guided seeing. Aerith was collecting food. I guess Ash, what are you doing at this time? Are you also with the ship?
I believe I will help with the ship because I would rather us stay alive than
That's
die.
a Hawking chest.
our prisoner.
We've got a new pet.
He's probably
Come
not
in
very
with
happy
us.
with this.
He's
I
been
imagine-
Come with
forcibly
we if you want to leave.
Just like it's raining and storming, we just like let him go. We're just like, go on, get out of here. We don't need you anymore.
Get out of here, boy! Get out!
Go on, get out. I don't need you.
Just hisses at us and runs away.
All right, Aerith, you collect a sizable amount. You get a good amount of the supplies on, probably the vast majority of it on. You were not able to collect too much gold overall, however, with the limited time available.
Yeah.
It wasn't the idea, so I'm fine with that.
Okay, so
Well, sorry, Sir Jacob.
what are we doing with this Hagen actually?
He's our prisoner.
Are we taking
our
it with
pet.
us?
Come with us if you want to leave.
He's probably not very happy with it. He's probably been cursing at us this entire
I
time.
just say we could just like leave him here. We don't have to take him with us. I don't know if the vessel can even support his weight.
It can support
Yeah,
8,
ju-
no?
Yeah,
So
there's-
the vessel, it's it's a vessel. It's going to be able to support several thousand tons, not tons, several thousand pounds.
How big was this vessel you made?
I mean, and just buoyant. Buoyancy is really strong. My understanding is that even small boats can hold a lot before they capsize.
don't mean to
Okay.
like toot my own horn, guys, but I'm pretty amazing at this.
You didn't sound very confident initially. I'm glad you sound confident now.
We look at the half of the boat that you completely messed up the first time around.
Still think it's like, man, I'm so cool, and then I just fall completely into like the acid.
Yeah, for like reference, a canoe can hold about 1,000 pounds.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
and this
Oh,
is bigger
wow.
than a canoe, so okay,
Yeah,
yeah,
that-
we
This is good. This is definitely shipworthy.
I guess we can keep him with us. Anyone else get the fuck off this island?
No,
We
I
could
was
just-
not expecting Captain Tortuga's treasure to just be an island. A wishing island, no less.
Who the fuck knows if that was his treasure?
It's a treasure.
It is certainly treasure.
With that,
Alright.
is there any other business left? The storm is on the verge of hitting the island.
I guess if this island is still shipworthy, and if we still have some time, can maybe we get the rest of the actual supplies that we collected?
Oh yeah, I'm assuming that was part of the collection process earlier.
Oh,
Mhm.
okay. Yeah, I mean, we're not collecting any more gold, and I think as far as we're pretty much good to go.
Who would like to do the honors? The wind is favorable, you notice, unusually favorable despite a storm being around. It's blowing in only one direction. The sail, the mast looks like it is ready to veer off without being thrown about everywhere.
Anybody got a glass bottle?
I was about to ask the same. A bottle of champagne.
What
We have a
shall
s-
we name? What shall we name our esteemed vessel, Alan? You are the affected creator.
You said we have a bottle in my pouch. We have a Sahagin.
Smashes a Sahagin across the bow.
Oh god.
Oh, I know. The Garcin Sahagin, or something like that.
I believe we should call our vessel the Dreamer.
A fine name. The Dreamer it is.
I got no complaints.
Alright, then, with the Dreamer it is, you sail off, and again, despite the storm being here and very turbulent all around, your ship, the wind is always favorable for it as you push off and sail away from the storm at enough speed to get away from it with ease. You think you see it there in the distance, all of the trees just waving back and forth at all of you.
I got this,
Wave
guys.
back.
I got this. I've played Sea of Thieves.
What do we see about the island as we are moving forward away from it?
As you move away from the island and the storm hits onto it, two things begin to happen. The first is that as the storm hits, its intensity grows and grows until what you see is that the island raises a head up
What?
Okay.
as the back of this dragon turtle sinks down into the ocean.
Ah!
It
Okay.
appears we got off at a very good moment.
I'm really glad that we just none of us went like, yeah, no, we should totally just like stay on the island. It's just a storm. We all knew the storm was a very foreboding thing, and we just agreed that, yeah, we need to get off the island before that happens.
It took some convincing, but I think everyone in the end did agree to it.
Mm-hmm.
And as you sail off into the open ocean, a blinding white light begins to surround all of you as you find yourself in the familiar Great Library of Candlekeep.
Oh, let's go. It should definitely be
As that is
proficient
where the
in
session ends.
Oh,
I should definitely be proficient in carpenter's tools after that.
Can get carpenter's tools off of the story aqua.
And as you look about to see your belongings, check how you are, your condition is about the same as it was. But one thing that you do notice for sure is that gold you had collected, you look in your bag. Oh no. It's there.
I was
We
gonna
didn't-
say,
You know, or it's there.
Unfortunately, we didn't collect all of Captain Tortuga's treasure, but I mean, I think we got a small amount of it actually.
you can always just read the book again.
we would need quite a few bags of holding to return with all of that treasure.
I'm also just thinking too, like how fucking just like
What about the magical items?
Oh, we should have taken a sapling from a tree and planted it.
Yeah.
What about the magical items? Ring of jumping, rope of mending, tentacle and wind fan.
You take a look and they are on your person still.
with how that was going, I was half expecting you to say like you reach into like the bag to like get your gold, you take acid damage as it's the fucking Kraken juice.
Oh.
Well, that was something.
That was cool. I love that.
Who knew
Very
that the
nice.
treasure was in fact the island itself was a freaking dragon turtle?
The treasure was the friends we made along the way.
I was
Yeah.
waiting for that.
His name
Man,
was Steve. He was a dragon
Oh.
turtle.
Though that was some excellent deduction by Nona though. About the how the island was it Aerith or was it Nona about how the island was responding to our wishes?
No,
I think it was Aerith.
I
actually.
just no. It was Nona. I just made assumptions based on that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right,
Oh, no.
I will do a recap later tomorrow morning because I have to get up earlier than usual to go to like a charity 5K thing. So I'm out.
Mhm.
Good
All
luck
right.
with the 5K.
Yeah.
Playing
Good
all-
luck.
Do we-
yeah, I'll
do we
update
level
recaps
up?
later. Okay.
Do we level up?
Do we level up?
Asking the important questions.
I know there was not much fighting though, but story progression. No.
I, I,
There
I
was
did kind of build a
teamwork.
ship out of nothing, so
Yeah, I'm thinking about do enough things come online at second level. Like I'm thinking about the complexity difference from second to third. Like, cause we've gotten really familiar with Foundry at this point.
Oh, wait, what happened to the Swahagan?
No, where is he?
You look around you and there's no Sahuagin nearby.
Fuck! We gotta go back.
we gotta get him.
He was a part of our family!
So
Um,
now,
It would
Out-
appear
out
my
the-
prisoner did accompany
Yeah, you know
us
what,
outside
'cause-
the book.
I was just thinking about something. Yeah, okay. Yeah, you all level up to third.
Yay!
Where's the confetti?
We level up. Yay! All
Where's
right.
my confetti at?
Hey.
There was a confetti module. I never did install it.
No!
All right. Okay. On that note, I'll do level up later. I need to go to bed. I'll do recaps whenever I get back from this 5K thing, so that'll be later tomorrow. Okay.
Yeah.
Catch you all later. Thanks for playing.
I'll do
Bye.
level up now.
Adios.
Yeah.
Bye bye. Good
But
night.
thanks for the session.
I'm gonna go ahead and level up since it's easy for me right now.
Yeah, me as well.